hoping the resume button would work. Like, yeah. I need to link the new stream. Am I even live right now? Do I have a new room? The heck is my stream? I can't find the link to the... There's a new room. It doesn't come up. I have YouTube. Oh my gosh. I'm spamming it. I'm spamming it, spamming it, spamming it, spamming it, spamming it. Crying in shambles. Utterly distressed. The heck? Ah, wait. Because it's been less than an hour, I can still edit my post on Twitter. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm so glad that didn't happen earlier, but my gosh, the scuff is so real. The scuff is real. Let me open up. There we go. Okay. I didn't show on the internet cable. It was OBS. OBS hacking died. It straight up died. Like, I don't know. I didn't. Is my computer just taking tired? Like, the heck you mean? Like, uptime's fine. Like, OBS was like, you want to delete that image? How dare you? How dare you? And then just killed OBS. And I was like, why? But why? I'm trying to have a fun time. No fun allowed. That's illegal. Illegal, dial. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like, oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know. I thought maybe the computer's tired. Check the uptime, but uptime is decent. It's only like 5 hours. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, so Twitch, it reconnected like instantly, which is banger. YouTube was like, no, you disconnected from me for a hot minute. So, you know, F you. F you. Make a new room, do this, do that, reconnect your chat, redo it all over again. And I'm like, why you gotta be so sassy, YouTube? Why you gotta be so sin? Why? Oh my goodness gracious me. But yes, okay. Okay, well, that was a... I mean, oh my goodness. It throws me off so badly when it does that, you know? But yeah, we have the holo takeover thing in Shibuya. That would be really, really exciting. And yeah, we have more. There's more stuff in the works. You know me. You know me. I'm cooking. I'm gonna do my best to be cooking. Yeah. I think, yeah, there'll be tickets. I'll do a post in Discord and on YouTube thingamajiggy with more details for you guys. Yeah. But yeah, I'm like sorting out all the events. Four for the year. Promotes event, dies. Yeah, I don't know. No, it died when I tried to take the poster off the screen. Like, I took off the poster and OBS had a full-on meltdown. Like, yeah. Oh gosh, so it didn't like me not promoting it. It didn't like me taking away delete the image or delete your stream. Yeah, so all the more reason to go, guys. You don't want my OBS to crash now, do you? Yeah. Oh gosh. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to think what I was about to be like, oh, I better tell you about other events. And I was like, no, wait. I can't do that. Wait, that's spoilers. They're not announced. Things that aren't announced yet. Okay, we're good. Yo, you made it back. Yeah, we relocated to this little part of the internet on YouTube. So thank you for coming back. Thank you for returning very much. It was like, promote yourself more. I'm not very good at that. In terms of like business, I need to get better at the business part, you know? But I think it's because, you know, when it comes to what I do, it's very clear that, like, I do this because I'm passionate for what I do. You know, I'm passionate. I'm here for the passion, not for the business, you know? Yeah. So when it comes to, like, stuffs where I'm like, yo, you're like, I still haven't even posted about my merch anywhere. I need to do that. I need to get better. Yeah. So don't worry. I just need enough money to survive. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. No, my manager's a big help. She's very much like, Elia, you know this is a business. And I'm like, it is? What? She's like, promote your merch. And I'm like, good point. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let me get up any chart. I'm scared to touch anything on OBS. I don't want it to crash out again. I'm like, please. But yeah, when it comes to really cool, awesome events though, like, that are run by other people, I'll happily, super happily hyper promote that. Heck yeah. Let me, just, ow! Holy guacamole! Arigato! Survival funds. Business LA would be good though. You'd need to get to be a hot office lady. I can't remember the last time I wore proper office gear. But I did used to work in an office, so, you know. Let me shuffle over here. Okay. And then let's bring up. Oh my gosh. No, wait. How should we do this? Like, yeah? Yeah? Okay. Now we gotta just get our window capture. Window capture. Window capture. Window capture. Window capture. Got it. Let's see, is this gonna... Oh, it actually wants to work this time. Oh wait, it's kind of wide. How shall we do this? I kind of want... You guys should be able to see it. I need to put this sort of... in front of... behind me, but in front of you guys? Question mark? I don't get to pick that. I don't get that option. Wait, or do I? Wait. Y'all. Oh my god, I need to like... There we go. I need to tidy up my heckin' OBS so badly. It's filled with so much just like stuff. Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. It's Any Chart. Hi. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Look, it's Frieren! It's Frieren! Ah! My love. Heck yes. Banger. It's an absolute banger. We're gonna be watching this. I want to watch this. We're gonna be watching this. Yes, this 10 out of 10. Number 1. We love this. This is amazing. We love Frieren. Frieren is love. Frieren is life. Yes. Okay. If you haven't watched the first season, Last lucky. That's so good. That means you get to experience it for the first time and you can binge watch the first season. Okay? And then you can get to this season. You're so fortunate. You can just sit there and yeah. You thought it was just hype? That's the thing. I'm glad that, like, despite the hype, people are still enjoying it. You know? Yeah. This is right at the top. It's so refreshing. I don't know about it, like, how to describe it. But I love it. I love it. It makes me sad when people don't love it, but I can understand why some people might not like it. It is cozy. The pacing is very more... The pacing is good. I enjoy the pacing of this. I enjoy the sort of, you know, the general vibe of it. You know? Like, it's supposed to give this sort of level of realism that comes from this sort of pacing that it has, you know? So I can understand why some people might not like it. It may be too slow for their liking. But I think it's good for you. I think it's good for the soul to sort of take things slower in day-to-day life when life is so, you know, overstimulating with so much going on, you know, and that, you know, the primary content of media is shorts and TikTok and high visuals and very, like, almost like just constant advertisements. Everything is, you know, constant. I feel like this anime lets you breathe, like, you know, like it allows you to sort of breathe and reflect on life. The topics it covers some pretty deep things, but also, you know, there's sort of like, how do I describe it? It's sad, but it's like a beautiful sadness in a way, because it is in sadness to show that we've loved. It's in sadness to show that we learn to appreciate things. It's sadness to, you know, just feel, and it's lessons learned through that. And still being able to, I think the main thing I love about this is there's sadness, and despite that sadness, still getting, like, each day feeling quite bright. If that makes sense, because it's very easy to spiral down into a hole when you're sad. But this is about taking that sadness and turning it into something newer to help you appreciate life. Like, it's very refreshing. It's very, very refreshing. I think it's got really good, you know, it's also the combat goes really hard for God knows what reason. Yeah, it covers, the main topic is, like, grieving, and it's about the idea of still living while grieving, still living with the scars and the pains and the wounds that you get in life, because that's difficult. It is difficult to get through life and that kind of thing. So honestly, this is such a special anime to me. Like, it helps me a lot, you know? It helps me a lot. It's absolutely beautiful. The animation's beautiful. Even the combat's beautiful. The music is great, you know? Like, well, it's a wonderful adaptation as well, in terms of, like, enhancing what's shown in the manga. Like, yeah. As when I say sad, it's more like the sad held on deep inside you and looking for the joy in life. Because yeah, it's technically not a sad one in that it's not like a tragic tale of that sort, where it's not like sad suffering, hello, I'm Subaru from Ray Zero. That's a different kind. Yeah, it's like a melancholic, wistful sadness, okay? Like, it's a different kind that's not typically, I've not typically seen much of. So yeah, you get different kinds, but this one, it's a reflective type, and on the most outer surface though, there is a joy. There is still a joy to it. This is still a very, like, there's still there's still happy moments to it. Yeah, like, which is nice. It's nice. Yeah, it's like real life. It's like, yeah, because I don't know. Sometimes we just feel, you know, almost guilty in life from trying to find things that we enjoy and going on doing our day-to-day things. So it's like, it's a very realistic sadness, you know. It's a very realistic sadness, I find. So yeah, if you haven't seen Frieren, I do highly recommend it. It may not be for you if you cannot, and it's okay if it's not for you. It's whether it's sort of, one, you're aware that it's going to have this sort of more peaceful pacing. And by pacing, I mean like just within the episode, like not of the overall plot, but I mean of the way that the scenes happen. The scenes happen slowly with more realistic movements, you know, because like you would in real life, not be like boom, 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 you know. It's got that sort of level to it where people are actually like breathing. So I did stream earlier. Yeah, I'm back again. This time with a Zatsu about anime. So yeah, do be aware of what you're going into, but honestly, I recommend it. And I think if you do find it too slow, I don't know. Maybe you need to cut down on the fast-paced content, perhaps? Question mark. Because I find that sometimes. I find if you consume too much just like fast-paced content, you've... Oh gosh, just like my eye. Yeah, cut down on that brain rot, okay? Like, I prescribe you Frieren, okay? Okay? You need to start watching something slower. You've been overstimulated recently, you know? Yeah. Wait, you normally watch anime at 1.5 speed? Okay, I'm glad you don't do it for Frieren. Yeah, I think it adds to the beauty of it. It definitely adds to the beauty of it, because you need to learn to appreciate life being slow, and slow not always meaning boring. Which is something that, like, yeah. I mean, I understand watching at 1.5 speed. I've done it for One Piece, yeah. But, you know what? One Piece is just very long. So, you know, like... Wait, am I included in the 1.5 speed? Because, holy guacamole, I don't know how you're understanding anything that I'm saying if I'm speaking this fast. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is Frieren. Recommend. Indeed. Yeah, I feel like a lot of older anime has slow adventure stories, you know? Like, that's something I've noticed with a lot of modern media. It's very, you know, I guess because the market's so saturated, they're trying to, and also because of the change of like how the consumer is taking information, it kind of needs this overly stimulating kind of content to really maintain people, you know? But again, this is good. This is because I also have to research what makes good content. And oh gosh, like but yeah, this is beautiful. I've not seen this, okay? This is Ikoku Nikki. It's a drama slice of life. Okay, so let's read it. It says reclusive novelist Makio Kodai has always preferred the company of books, but when her sister and brother-in-law pass away, Makio unexpectedly becomes the guardian of her 15-year-old niece, Asatakumi. As they navigate grief, clashing personalities, and the challenges of living together, the two slowly open their hearts to each other, discovering warmth, understanding, and the meaning of family. Oh, okay. Well, I love anime that's dealing with grief. Yeah, it's not my usual type, but the fact it's actually right up here. So this is done in order of score. Okay, I don't know how good any chart scores are, but typically they're kind of mean. So for it to get an 84% is pretty decent. Yeah, so this one sounds like it'll be emotional. It's drama slice of life, but it's rated really well. Maybe I need to pick this one up, you know? Like, But oh, this is Annie Chart. This is Annie Chart. I like Annie Chart's UI. It's very clean. I find my anime list also good, but yeah, it can feel kind of cluttered at times, especially for the purpose of what we're doing right now, which is, you know, this showing it on stream. So yeah, I like Annie Chart. It does the nice job of showing on my screen nicely. But yeah, I haven't actually, like, I feel like, yeah, this one's gonna be, I need to be ready for emotional roller coaster question mark. I'm not one to typically pick up dramas, because it's a lot for my heart to go through. Oh gosh, but yeah, so far rated very well. So that, which is, yeah, surprising. So maybe one to like binge question mark, you know, like yeah. And then we have Ayo. JJK! Yeah! Oh my goodness gracious me, the 3rd season of Jujutsu Kaisen! Yeah! We are watching this. I'm watching this. Yeah. I've seen so many things about this season, especially on Twitter. That's how I know when a new episode comes out, because I'll start seeing all of the, like, clips on Twitter, and I'll be like, oh, okay, new episode's out. There's been quite a few, what was it? The guy doing the kabillion hits that basically do nothing. Him doing his hair swooping back. You gonna see, let me see if I can find it. What's it? Hair flip meme. Yeah. Now yeah. This. Oh my gosh, why is this an AVIF file? The heck am I supposed to do with this? Oh my gosh. Let me save this. No! Okay, we're gonna have to whack out our awesome superpower of screenshots. What's up, arigato. Happy 4 months in tier 1. Thank you. Honk. I got you guys. I managed to get the image. Where is it? It's in my beautiful screenshots folder. Here it is. Yay! This was all over my Twitter. Yeah. And then a bunch of stuff about how, so this season is called The Culling Games, and there was like an episode pretty much just dedicated to explaining the rules of the Culling Games. And yeah, dude hit the emote mid-fight. Like, there's a Naoya fan song on Spotify and YouTube called I Don't Like Women. Oh my gosh, it's so dumb. This character is so stupid. Yeah, this character is very sexist. But yeah, this is a character. Oh gosh, he's like, okay, you know what it reminded me of? This isn't really a big spoiler because it doesn't influence anything, but like he does a lot of hits and he's very fast and he gets in a lot of hits, but they do like no damage. So it's like if you play like Smash Brothers, and if you ever played like Shik and landed a heckin' long combo just to see that you only did like a few percent damage, it sort of it sort of gave that exact vibe where it was like, oh wait, I know this, I've played this character. Chic. Yeah, so I have a habit of saying chic. Chic. Yeah, it's honestly, there's a lot about this character, and that, like, as you can see based on just this screenshot, it's a bit, you know, what's the word? Too worried about his image, so refuses to use a weapon, and that he would actually be way stronger if he just actually used his weapon instead of being so prideful about it, you know? Arigato, hato. And Tsukira's arigato, sorry, text, you're adorable. No. No. Oh gosh. But yeah, this is the newest season of JJK. You do need to watch the previous seasons for it to make any sense. Yeah. So it's, otherwise you're gonna be very confused. Very much so. But yeah. Honestly, I feel like if I tried to pick up the third season without watching the first two seasons, I don't even know why you would try to do that. So yeah, make sure you watch the first two seasons. Again, it's a shonen. I believe it's a shonen anime. It feels very shonen. And yeah, it's either you like it or you don't. It's very battle orientated. It's pretty much about fighting and curses and fighting and more curses and fighting. There's a lot of fighting. Yeah, if you like fighting. It was really good though. The first episode of this season for JJK was like a extra long episode, I believe. Or it was a really cool episode. It starts off really nicely. Yeah, it was like, yay, animation! I sure hope the animators at MAPPA are okay, because they've clearly been working hard. It's yeah, wonderfully adapted. Hong Kong, hooray! Arigato for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Season 1 was a lot of world building. One thing I will say is things were a lot happier and brighter at the start of this anime, and I kind of miss that. Everything is sort of dark and depressing now in this show. I kind of miss the cute, happy vibes. Like, the sun feels like it never shines anymore, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. You kind of miss the cute, happy times of season 1. Like, oh, everything got so heckin' depression, real heckin' fast. Yeah, so this season in particular is pretty heckin' sad. It's literally like, I feel like the happiness is going down, and then the fighting is going up. Like, this season is literally called the culling game, and it's fighting. It's fighting. But I think this isn't too bad in terms of, like, yeah, the scale and complexity is increasing, but then when they do little arcs like this, I would like to say normally it gets easier to digest, but my god, the rules for the culling games, oh my gosh, let me get them up. Culling games rules. Like, it was so funny because, like, in the episode, they just, like, had this screenshot. It appeared for like a split second, and I literally paused it to read it. Then the next episode was all about, like, explaining the culling games. But, oh, I don't think that's gonna... Oh, I want the screenshot. Is that gonna work? No. Why is it so hard to... Oh my gosh, it's so hard to find. Yeah. Episode 3, I think? Yeah. And then there was like quite a lot of discussion regarding the episode with Maki and the Zenin clan. And sort of differing opinions between the Western and Japanese audience. Honestly, I kind of get it. Like, it's... The vibe that they did for that episode was not the vibe that I expected I felt like it didn't properly reflect the depth of the character. It didn't properly reflect the depth of Maki's emotions. And it was very, like, aura orientated. You know? It was like a bunch of cool fight scenes, but like the music, it almost felt jarring for me. I thought it would be more emotional. I'm trying to explain it all without spoiling. But then making it make enough sense for those that have seen it. But personally, I thought visually was really good. But for what it was, I wish it had more depth, or at least transitioned over to that vibe better, you know? Like, I understand, like, where it was going, but I felt like it should have, like, crescendoed into this sort of freedom, you know? Which would have been better than just going right in, you know? Oh my gosh, the rule exposition episode! My poor brain! I was like, gosh, it's not one of those that you can half watch. It's one of those where you're like, okay, you gotta pay attention. Like, you gotta pay attention. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see. I'm gonna keep watching this season and see where it goes. I'm interested, but yeah, I'm interested and ready for more misery. Yay. Yeah, so the rule explanation reminded me of I used to read this manga called Liar's Game, which started off really simple and I really enjoyed the manga, and then it got to a point where like the games got so complicated that my brain was like, yeah, I'd be so cooked if I was in this manga. Like it just got so convoluted. Like, it was just so many. The rule set was like getting really big, and I was like, I don't understand. But the beginner of Liar Game is a really good, fun manga, where the rules are simple, and I liked it when the rules were simple. But I swear, each game just got more and more complicated, and it reaches. There's like a line that it gets to, where I'm like, yeah, it's being randomly adapted out of hecking nowhere. Like, it's an old manga. Like, when did Liar Game manga come out? Oh, okay, it's not that. I thought it was older. Yeah, February 2005. Yeah, February 2005 it apparently came out. So, I mean, you know, they just waited like 2 decades. But I'm excited. Yeah. Yeah, I liked having the simple rules because I thought the ways they solved and worked around them were really fun. But when it's like complicated, it's more like, yeah. Well, we'll see. I think because it's an adaptation, I think it'll only cover the first few games. So the games that it will cover are quite fun. But yeah, I think when it reached a point in the manga where I was like, I'm not invested enough to care about that game too much. Yeah. But JJK, they did do their best. The culling games are kind of complicated, and I felt like they really did try to make the rules as digestible as possible. Like, yeah. I wonder if I can find the... They had like flowcharts and everything on the screen. Like, and when they whacked out the flowcharts, I was like, oh, okay. Then we're real business here. Oh, goodness. Yeah. But it definitely needed my full focus. Why can't I find it? Honestly, yeah, when you get given that material and you get told, hey, you need to adapt this. You know, it feels like when I was like used to do tutoring, getting like, you know, a complicated subject and being told to like make it easily digestible. So yeah, I have seen Mushoku Tensei. I have, yeah. But there's no Mushoku Tensei this season. There is something by the same animation company though, which is also very good, which we will talk about. But yeah, we'll see how this arc goes. Yeah, just don't try and watch it like as a side thing, because otherwise there's no point. Okay, like you're gonna be hit with a bunch of rules and you're gonna miss them if you're not paying attention, and you're gonna be lost AF. So yeah, if you're gonna watch it, watch it. Yeah. For the Maki scene, a lot of backlash might be the presumptions based on what the manga was like. Yeah, there was a few different takes, like that it sort of portrayed things slightly differently to the manga. I think one of the main ones was the dirt kicking. Oh, what was it? Manga versus anime. Like when she's getting kicked in the dirt outside or something. But yeah, they changed the like angle to make it look worse. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I really should just start saving the stuff I see on Twitter. Let's see. Where is it? I really should try and find it. Like, yeah, I can understand though, because it's like, I can understand both perspectives, but there was like a few different. Oh, not the ads! No, adverts, pain dayo. Yeah. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Yeah. Images. There was a really good summary I found that explained it quite nicely, but yeah. Oh my holy giant Reddit post. Holy giant Reddit post, absolutely not. I'm not looking at that. Nope, that was like an essay and a half. I don't know, but I feel like we just have to have a whole discussion on JJ as its own thing, because it's very hard to discuss without spoiling. To the next one! Oshinoko. I'll admit, guys, I've not been keeping up with Oshinoko because of the spoilers that I got from the manga, that I kind of got sad with how it ends in the manga. So I was like, I don't want to. Yeah. I was, yeah. disappointed with the manga choice of ending, and they're gonna finish the anime differently than in the manga. I hope so, but I will see. I will see. If they do, then I'll binge it. Season 1 was banger. Yo, I love season 1 was so good, okay? I watched like the first few bits of season 2 and I just wasn't drawn into it the same way, you know? And then, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's hard to be invested, you know? Yeah, the season 2 opening was great. Yeah, it was just the actual, like, I just wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't like invested in the plot as much as I was season 1. I've seen some really interesting like clips from, you know, this season, the 3rd season, but not enough to make me pick it up again, you know? Like, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I was pretty happy just watching season 1 and then reading the manga. So, you know, I was pretty content with that. It just feels like a lot of time to invest to watch this anime where I know the ending's gonna make me feel bleh. You know, it's not a satisfying ending. Like, you know, even if something has like a quote bad ending, you can still have satisfying bad endings, right? But I just feel like this has a not satisfying ending, and I don't like that feeling. So I haven't watched this, but I've heard yeah. No, emotions are good. The emotion of feeling not satisfied though makes me bleh. Oh gosh, yeah. But I would say, you know, if you enjoy it, go for it. You know? I feel like if you have it spoiled, I mean, it's in the word. It's spoiled. It's spoiled for me. So therefore it is spoiled. Hence why we call it spoiling, you know? Yeah, I really loved how it started off though. The first season was so good. I love that. It's just, yeah. It has to take some form of direction. And it's interesting though. It's definitely interesting. I'll be interested to see how they end it. I'm very curious. Very, very curious. Okay, this is good. I like this. This was fantastic. This is great. I would say pick this up. Okay, I picked it up. I binge watched it. I binge watched it all. This is fun. This is an absolute heckin' yippee. You know, I was like, yo, as soon as I saw England, I was like, alrighty. Yeah, this one's great. This is such a great take on the sort of Fate series, you know? So this is Fate Strange Fake. And the idea is it's a Holy Grail war, but like the knockoff version. In that, like, it's in America. It's America. America. Yeah. I think it's where in America? Is it supposed to be like Vegas or whatever? It's the Yeehaw American Grail War. It's so fun. America, yeah. So don't worry if you haven't seen any of the other Fate series stuff, you can just go into this one. It is nice because, like, if you have seen the previous stuff, there's like references, you know, with characters and stuff that you might recognize, but it's okay if not. Yeah. This one is so fun. It's just America. Yeah. In a Holy Grail war, mages, masters, and their heroic spirits, servants, fight for the control of the Holy Grail, an omnipotent, wish-granting device said to fulfill any desire. Years have passed since the end of the 5th Holy Grail War in Japan. Now signs portend the emergence of a new Holy Grail in the western American city of Snowfield. Sure enough, masters and servants begin to gather. Ooh, 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 and then there's a bunch of other stuff. Ooh, ooh, ah, how exciting! Ubagi, arigato, arigato. For people who've never seen Fate before, I suggest start with Fate. How do I pronounce that? Collide, Liner, Prisma, Ilia. You know what you shouldn't start with? Which one was the really depressing one? I want to say 0. Yeah, don't start with Fate 0. That one was hecking sad. Like, yeah, no, it's like watching Steins Gate 0. I don't know, something about 0 just makes it depressing. Like Heaven's Feel as well. Yeah, no, this is fun. I would say this one's great. This was such a pleasant surprise. Okay, like, yeah, this one was such a pleasant surprise. Wait, why is it? There we go. Yeah, to enjoy. And I know I enjoy it because I binge it. That's a troll, right? Yes. Oh gosh, to the super, the super. Yeah. Jurita, arigato. Fate Apothrica is also alright entry. We need to do like just a full Fate timeline like class. You know? Like we just need a class on it so people can just learn. Yeah. Fate 0 was awesome at being sad is part of why I loved it. No, but it was so sad. There were parts that were like really bleh with the bugs and the bleh. You know, like I like a good balance. And I felt like 0 was just oof. You got a PhD in Fate, but I need to just yeah. I need to find a Fate expert and talk with said Fate expert, you know, and giving a class about it. Yeah. But this is fun. Fate Strange Fake. The combat is wonderfully animated. The story is nice to follow. It's, you know, you don't need all the previous information per se. It explains things pretty well. You get to see America and England. England's mentioned and shown. You know, so if you're looking for something fun, action, adventure thing, this is good. I enjoyed this. I'll see how it goes. Because there's only a few, 7 episodes in, you know? But I binged my way through it. So, yeah. That's my telltale for if something's good. If something's good, I will just keep watching and be like... And then I get to the latest episode, and then I try to watch the next episode, and I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Where's the next episode? I'm so sad. That's what I know. That's what I know. Australia can't be mentioned. Australia's not real. How many times do I have to tell you? Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Episode 1 is like an extra long one. Do watch the episode episode 0. It's yeah. It's a fun one. It was a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect myself to be picking this one up, but I heard such good things about it that I ended up just picking it up, and I was like, I'll just give 1 episode a watch to see how it is, and then the second, and then the third, and then the fourth, and I was like, darn it, I'm definitely watching this. Yeah. So, this is nice. Oh, Hell's Paradise. Again, banger. Season 2 though, so you need to watch season 1 for it to make any sense at all. Hell's Paradise Season 2, it's by Mappa. It's just continuing all the stuff that's happening. Yeah, I watched Season 1 preparing for Season 2. So, honestly, you could get away with binge watching this one. Like, binge watching Season 1 and waiting to binge watch Season 2. It's quite nice to binge watch, because you kind of want to see what happens next. Yeah, I feel like the first season was kind of underappreciated a bit, but also because in terms of adaptation, it's a bit on the faster side, but yeah. What's Hell's Paradise about? It's about there's a island, okay, called Hell's Paradise, where there's rumored to be the elixir of life to be on this island. The problem is anyone that goes to this island, like, dies, becomes like diseased, and they become flowers. And so to try to get the elixir of life, this isn't spoilers because this is all the stuff explained in episode 1, they the shogun sends a bunch of death row prisoners, each paired with a guard, so they have all these pairs, and they all get sent to the island, and whichever prisoner gets the elixir of life and returns with it will get pardoned for all of their crimes. So yeah, that is the plot. And then it's sort of, you know, there's a lot more depth to this world and to how this island works and to what's going on, but it does a very good job at explaining it, and it's not too convoluted or anything of the sort. It's very, very interesting. Visually, it's beautiful. I love the style. And the style of this show is, you know, very nice. It's, I don't know how to describe it, like, not psychedelic, but like, it's very colorful. It's very colorful. Yeah, you dropped Hell's Paradise mid-season? Oh no, I mean, yeah, apparently season 1 could have been adapted better. It could have been adapted better. But yeah, season 2, I'll see how it goes. It's a very interesting, it's very supernatural. Yeah. Lulu, heyo. Any anime you're watching? It's got surrealism. Yeah, it's got a good level. It's nice. Warning, there is sort of yabe kind of parts, because one of the ways they train, or some of the beings have training, and it involves, quote, circulating their towel through very yabe activity. Yeah, bochujutsu. So don't watch this in front of your family. They get a bit freaky for the sake of training. So I don't want you guys to just, you know, watch this on the TV in the living room with all your family chilling with you. Like, yeah, it's not that much. It's really not that much though. Most of the time it's fine. It's just a pre-warning that it is there. You know, but watched in public. Yeah. On like loudspeaker. Bet. But yeah, I've been enjoying this. I've been watching this. Yeah. And we have this little cinnamon roll of a main character. Oh, bless this. Okay, I'll tell you one of the reasons why I really like this show. This main character is like a cat. It's like a cat. That's a human. It's basically cat personality. It's like a little cinnamon roll, murder cinnamon roll. This guy is just the personification of a cat. Embodied, okay? Like, he reacts like a cat to everything, and just bless our little murder cinnamon roll. Like, yeah, yes, that's what this was for. Oh, bless him. And then there's this caretaker that looks after the pet cat. You know, she's doing her best. But yeah, it's actually like, if you watch this, go into this. If you are planning to watch this, go into it, and yeah, remember what I said about how this character is like a cat, and then as you watch it, you'll see what I mean with like literally every action. I swear this character is based on a cat. It's gotta be, right? Like, it's got to be. This it's literally a cat. This is a cat. This is a cat. This isn't a person. This is definitely a cat spirit for sure. Like, yeah. You can't unsee it now. Exactly. As soon as you realize it, like, you know, just general cat behavior. You know how like cats are like shy at first. You know how cats can be very feisty. You know how cats go around murdering everything, like, you know. And then how when cats warm up to you, like, it's that vibe. It's that vibe. You know, it's like watching a cat on some weird supernatural adventure, and that's why I like it. In my head, in Elia vision, I'm watching, yeah, this little cat's adventure. Okay, like, yeah. So I recommend. It's fun. I think it's fun to watch thinking of that character as a cat. Yeah. Okay. Has anyone seen this one? I've heard about this when the first season came out, but I never watched it. And now there's a second season, and I still haven't watched it. But I feel like this would be super interesting for people that are into ice skating. But I've heard really good things, you know? And it's sports. So I know usually me watching sports animes can go one of two ways. One way being the Haikyuu way of being like, I love this! Or the other way being like, oh no. But yeah, I think, I've only heard good things about this. So it's on my to watch list. I should probably start watching it. You know, I feel like, okay, I don't watch sports animes too often. When I do, the reason why I recommend people watch sport anime is because usually they're really inspirational. Like, you get filled with determination and motivation, you know? Because, like, at first, I never watched any sport anime. Like, none. I refused. I was like, I'm not a sports person. I don't like sports. I literally used to skip PE class in school. Like, I hate sport. But then I watched some, and I was like, wait, it's not about the sport. It's about the spirit. You know, it's about the spirit of the sport. And like the determination and the motivation to want to do something that even if I'm not into sport, I can relate to in wanting to be, you know, you have this goal and someone's working really hard towards it. And, you know, like, yeah. I wasn't a big fan of Kuroko no Basket because it was too, like, stretching the reality way too much of its superpowers. But that's why I liked Haikyuu. Haikyuu has a very good, like, representation of how volleyball is played. You know, it's very accurate to how volleyball is played. So, yeah. Haikyuu is definitely my favorite. Blue Log almost has the opposite message, but this first season was good. We don't talk about the other seasons. Do you know that Chihara Furu counts as a sport anime? Did you know that? It doesn't look like it's gonna be, but it is. It technically is. That one's great. Yeah, it's sometimes listed as a sport anime because of the, like, yeah, by technicality and also the style of it. It's like, because it's a card game, but there's like sort of sport elements to it. That one's really nice. And then I'm not played, oh, I don't even know what the game is called. But I get really into it. That one basketball episode of Link Click was also a banger. No, I feel like there's certain elements within a sports anime that allow it to be sports, you know? It's hard to describe, but it's sort of like following the journey of a character, sort of developing skills in a sport-like area where they're training and they're overcoming challenges and yeah. in a sports like scenario, you know, usually in a competitive environment. So yeah. Just to clarify, sports, it still has to be a sport like environment, okay? We're not putting Dragon Ball Z in it. It's, yeah. And then one, there's a ping pong one that's really heckin' good. And there was recently released this sports movie called 100 Meters, which apparently has a lot of it has a lot of parallels to ping pong. And then yeah. It's ping pong anime is called Ping Pong. I was thinking there's no way, right? It's ping pong. It is ping pong. Yeah. So there's some good sports anime. I would say it's worth giving a try. So yeah, I should probably watch this at some point. Okay, this I've heard a lot about, but again, I've not watched it yet. Yeah, mostly because I haven't been in the mood for any rom-coms. I feel like I have to be in a specific kind of mood for rom-coms, and I'm just haven't been in that mood just yet. Yeah, this one I've heard very good things about though. Like, yeah, it's about opposite. It's like polar opposites, right? The idea is it's a romance of polar opposites. So we have Suzuki is a high school girl in love, but the guy she's fallen for is nothing like her. And while she's cheerful, outgoing, and always trying to fit in, her classmate Yusuke Dani is stoic, quiet, and doesn't seem to care what other people think of him. Will Suzuki be able to overcome her anxieties and ask him out, or will she discover that opposites don't attract? You know what this reminds me of? If anyone see like School Rumble and like Temma and that heckin' punk that liked curry, like it's like that. So yeah, do you pick it up and dropped it because you're not in the mood for school anime? That's the thing, you have to be in the right mood for rom-com, mostly for the romance part, because if you're not in the mood for it, you're just gonna feel lonely and sad. You know? And I gotta wait till I'm in the right mood where I won't feel lonely and sad if I watch it. And I'll be like, I can enjoy this. But yeah. And then I've found it harder over the years to sort of enjoy school-based romances, because I'm like, you guys are in school, shouldn't, like, don't care, do not, why you care about romance? You have your whole life ahead of you. Study instead. Ignore all of this stuff. Irrelevant. Pointless. Like, yeah. Yeah. This is like a sort of like, I have to, if I watch it, I have to overcome that like sort of barrier in my head of like, okay, let's try not to think of that. Just remember, it's not real. I've always had this mentality. I've always had this mentality. Even when I was in school, I had this mentality. Like, I remember thinking in school when I was studying, I was like, why do all these other hacking kids care about romance? Like, they have their whole life. You haven't got all your whole life to do this studying. In this exam that's coming out, you have exactly like this many months and weeks, you know? Like, focus. So yeah, yeah, so I think this will be fun though. Yeah, it looks fun and sweet, you know? And it's nice to see like a nice Genki main character, you know? Yeah. It has a more realistic take on romance. Okay. Yeah. Integer meets enf. No. Oh, I'm gonna binge with this though. I feel like once I get in the mood for this, I'll just binge this. Yeah. Actually, good question. What else has Lab and Track done? Wait. 1 second, let me check. I'm trying to think of anything notable. Gosh, I've not watched this. What is all this? No, not orange. I don't see orange on here. It says they did Endride, Sarazanmai, Uchitama, Uchinotama, Shirimasen ka? Ona no Sono no Hoshi. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's the movies for Penguin Room. Undead Girl Murder Farce. Shoshimin series. Yeah. And that's it. So I'm not too familiar with their works, but yeah, I'll probably binge watch this. It's just I'm not watching it at the moment, you know? Like Losing Heroine. Oh, I watched Losing Heroines. That was nice. That was yeah. I watched it because I saw it was funny. Oh gosh. It starts about how all high school romances were doomed to fail eventually. I think the other thing I struggle when it comes to like high school anime is I didn't have a good time in high school. So I'm just like, dang, look at them living their happy times in school. Ha 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 ha. Must be nice, huh? Kind of vibe, you know? Must be nice. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we'll see. I'll binge this. I've not seen this one. This one is this a season 2? You know? Yeah, this is season 2. This is the girl harem one, right? Like, this is the Yuri one. Yeah. But again, it's in school. It's in school. Why is it in school? Another rom-com in school. I want to learn to love myself just the way I am. Renako Amori, a former gloomy and socially awkward girl, reinvented herself for high school. Damn, imagine being a former gloomy and socially awkward girl. Dang, imagine that. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Reinvented herself. Ah! By high school and successfully made her debut. She managed to join the top-tier popular group only to be suddenly confessed to by two of its brightest stars. One is the school's ultimate prince, Mai Oduka. The other is the beloved angel on campus, Hajisai Sena. There's no way she can handle both their affections. No freaking way! And while still struggling to give them an answer, Renako agrees to help her friend Kaho by joining a cosplay event. It's the perfect excuse to delay her reply, or so she thought. But as she witnesses Kaho's passion firsthand, something begins to stir inside her. What is it she wants? What is she searching for? What is she... Can she really not become someone's lover? Or has that, no freaking way, not been so impossible after all? Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is interesting. It's cute girls squealing over other cute girls. True Yuri polycule. A real Yuri harem right here. Cute girls doing gay things. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. But why it's still in school? It's gonna make me crash out. But yeah, I need to watch I still need to watch the first season. Again, I know it's a girls' love version, but I still need to be in the right mood for rom-com, you know? It's the same thought process, you know? So, Okay, Fire Force! Fire Force! Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is a very interesting season. Okay, because if you're a fan of Soul Eater, you can see the references. It brings joy. It brings nostalgic joy to anyone that has seen Soul Eater, okay? Like, do watch this if you enjoyed Soul Eater, okay? Just watch it and enjoy the nostalgic joy, like snippets of joy that it be giving you, you know? Yeah, catch up. Yeah, go catch up on Fire Force. The references go so hard this season, you know? They're connected. I'm not gonna say exactly how. There is technically it's technically like a spoiler in the opening, so it's not a big spoiler for me to say, because in the opening for this season, like, it straight up has scenes from Soul Eater being shown. But yeah, very exciting, very pleasant, nice pieces of joy, like, yay. Yeah, it just, I don't know, it just makes you smile. It's just like, oh, nostalgia, yippee. It makes me want to go rewatch Soul Eater, because Soul Eater was such a fun anime. So yeah. This is Fire Force. It's a cover for Soul Eater. I mean, it's looking more and more Soul Eater like every episode. Yeah, Excalibur is in this season. Yeah. It's so cute. It's so cute. Yeah. So yeah, definitely put this on your to watch this if you're one of those. There's just like a unique joy that comes from like seeing references to how old is Soul Eater? When did Soul Eater? Oh, you were joking? I wasn't. Yeah, so I originally was gonna drop Fire Force, okay, because of the fan service. It has definitely gone down a lot. Yeah. So it's more palatable, you know? Soul Eater came out in 2008. So yeah, if you want that 2-decade-oldness, no, not 2 decades, just under 2-decade-old nostalgia. Honestly, yeah, the fan service was honestly the only part I didn't actually like. Like, I love the character. Tamaki is cute. But yeah, the fan service is a bit much. But I've seen less and less of it. Or at least, I don't know if it's because of the spacing of me watching between the episodes, you know, or what. But like, yeah, I feel like it's gotten less. I don't know if it's actually gotten less, but it feels like it's way less compared to the first season was like too much. So that just means, yeah, it does get better as you go along. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people dropped it because of the unnecessary fan service. So yeah, do continue with it. Don't worry, it doesn't stay at that level of fan service. It does go down, and then you get these, you know, wonderful. You get to learn about the wonderful connection to Soul Eater and get to see all the fun things. Yeah. It's more like, because it was like excessive fan service all squeezed into one character, you know? Like, yeah, so it's not even like subtle fan service, it's like aggressive fan service to the point where you just, it doesn't even feel like fan service. I just feel bad for her, you know? I just feel bad. Like, It just make her sad. I'm sad. It makes me sad to see. She doesn't like it. This is not fair on her. She's just like, poor Tamaki. Like, yeah, it's like they condensed all of the fan service for what they could have just spread evenly. Just concentrated it. It's like they concentrated it into her. You know? So I've just, oh, bless her. Bless her. She's such a cute character though. She's so cute. She's so cute. She'd be so much cuter if she didn't have that stupid fan service debuff. Like, there's literally no point, right? There's no point if it's not enjoyable at all for anybody, you know? Like, it's like not, it's not even like, I feel like it could have been done in a way, but you just see her suffering and you just feel bad, and it's not really, yeah, but it's definitely gotten better, like, over time. So I think that's why I've been enjoying, I've noticed I've been enjoying Fire Force more and more as I go through the series. I think it's because as the fan service goes down, my enjoyment for the anime has been going up. And then the encounter of like all of the Soul Leader references and all of that happening with the newest season, I'm just like, yay! You know? So then I'm back to, you know, enjoying it normally. Cause yeah. Yeah. Season 3 has had like, I don't even know. Description of Fire Force? So it's, how would I describe it? How would you describe Fire Force? Basically, in this world, there's like people instantaneously combust and become like these like beings, and then they have this special fire brigade of firefighters that are dedicated to fighting this specific kind of like cursed fire, and they also have special powers to help them. So yeah, it's like a firefighting firefighting with some religious aspects. La Tombe. They become infernals. Yeah. It's about fight. It's actually about fighting fire, which is quite refreshing for the title to be very literal. Yeah, there you go. People become fire zombies, and these are the dedicated firefighting zombie beating up punks that help, you know? And yeah, it's about that. It is. Yeah, there's a whole religion, there's a whole like deep lore about like the world and how this fire is like worshipped by some. There's, yeah, politics, religion, you know, nuns. The only thing you have to watch out for is this one character called Tamaki, who does have unfortunate levels of fan service, particularly in the first season. So don't watch it in front of other people, because genuinely it jump scares you. It jump scared me when it happened. I was like, yo, wait, I was enjoying this, and then boom, fans, like I'd say season 1, like, just phase out the fan service parts, and it's yeah, enjoyable. And then season 2 is interesting, but season 3 is what I'm enjoying most. Like, but I don't know if this is my nostalgic bias coming through. Like, no, the fan service is solely concentrated into a singular character, so at least you then know when it's coming, because you see that character, you just expect it to happen. So this, let me find a picture of the character. Why is it so hard to just get? Like, here we go. Can I just save this? Okay. This character, okay? If you see this girl with the pigtails and the cat ears, like the fire cat ears, okay? Watch out. She has like a curse where she literally just like trips over and fucking loses all her clothes, okay? Like straight up, not even an exaggeration. She's a great character. It's just unfortunate. But yeah, you just know when you see her to, yeah, it's sad. It's sad. She's a cat. She's so cute. It was tough finding this image, but I got there. Like, yeah, Subkonto, arigato, arigato, happy 30 months, thank you. I used to think fan service was a technician who repaired my air conditioner. They should do that. They should do that. Yeah. Yeah. Finally, she gets to wear her clothes. Oh my goodness. Like, her other outfit is a bit more revealing. Yeah. Let me see if I can find one with, like... Here we go. Here's her... Oh no! Avid file, my behated. I just wanted a cool picture. Holy guacamole. Let me see if I just... I'm gonna find this fucking image. I'm gonna take this image. I'm gonna save this image. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this image. And then I'm gonna show you this image. Here she is. This is her regular fit. Which apparently involves a lack of clothing. Yeah. 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 Why am I going this deep? On this show, I just really like Fire Force. I find it such a fascinating anime, because I can't think of another anime where they've managed to like concentrate and condense all of the fan service into a singular character, you know? And the detrimental effect that fan service can actually have on an anime is also, I find, a very interesting topic in itself. But yeah. And how this is then improved over time with the reduction of that. Yeah. Okay, this is the 5th and final season of Golden Kamuy. Yeah, and there's a lot to say. The story, the nostalgia link, like... Yeah. I need to watch Golden Kamuy. Yeah. Like... This anime, I've seen clips that were really, really weird, and it kind of scared me. I've seen multiple clips from Golden Kamuy that were really weird. Like, really, really, really questionably weird. How so? How do I describe this? The jerk-off. Yeah. The jerk-off fight was hecking wild. Like... Yeah. Yeah. You can look it up. It's a fight. Don't worry. Wait, is it? It's really hecking weird. That's the best way I could describe it. It's just weird. It's such a weird fight. It doesn't even make any sense. I don't understand any of it. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. let me see if I can find screen caps to explain. Oh, there's like, they don't show anything. Like, they don't show anything. It's technically like safe for work in a way that it's like visually they don't show the like bottom half, and there's like fog and everything. It's genuinely insane, but yeah. Here, I found a screen cap. Here you go, guys. Here you go. Here's 4 snippets from their jerk-off battle. It's fucking insane. Like, yeah. I don't even know. I don't know. I wish I could explain anything to you, but I can't. It's just taking weird. But feel free to look up the fight if you're intrigued. like it just, you're a sperm detective. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, mate. Oh, like, I don't know how to explain this. So yeah. Golden Kamuy is interesting, but I've only seen weird clips, so yeah. Then we have this one. This was a pleasant surprise out of nowhere. I didn't know this was coming out. This is Sentenced to be a Hero. Okay, and it is by the same animation studio as the ones that did Mushoku Tensei. They have a very unique style, so you know, you kind of recognize it straight off the bat. That's not happy. Sometimes we don't get what we want. Gomenne. You're getting eternal suffering, okay? Next on the menu in this course is eternal suffering of being sentenced to be a hero. The first episode is basically a movie. Yeah. It's very interesting. Like, I went into it like very blind. And yeah, we've got eternal suffering at home, you know? Oh gosh. But yeah, it follows this character called Xyla. The characters are really fun. It's very interesting. I've been enjoying the episodes so far. The plot's developing really nicely. You know, as we get deeper and deeper into the sort of conspiracies of this world and what's going on and the political side, it's, you know, yeah. Like, it's very entertaining and intriguing, right? And the battles are shown really cool. The like, yeah. I was told, this is what I was told. I was told by a friend the studios were the same. But they look the same. Like, yeah. Don't worry, it's not like the kind of politics where your brain goes mush. It's like done in a way that's not too painful. It's the same staff. Oh, that's the link. It's the same staff. Oh. Yeah, because I was like, why has it got the exact same style? You know? Like, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I recommend. It's very battle heavy. Okay? So just expect a lot of fighting. A lot of edginess. Like in edgy punk here. our boy Xylo. This character is so cute. Miss I Want Head Pats, adorable. I feel like you can't really get like I feel like a lot of shows and games do this, where you have this pairing of like this like, you know, little Genki character and then the not so Genki character to like balance each other out. So yeah. But yeah. Genki Gaki da yo. Yeah. Bless her. She just wants to help. But yeah, I'm getting really invested into the world. At first, like when I first started watching it, I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was like watching it thinking, dang, a lot of stuff is happening, but I don't understand exactly why it's happening or what's happening. But action, it starts off with a lot of action, basically. The first episode is very, very action heavy. And yeah. But the story elements do come in and explanations get sort of fed to you bit by bit in a way that makes you want to keep watching more to find out more and sort of see how it's developing. Yeah, there's a lot of flashback moments, which is quite nice. Yeah. It delivers the information in a nice way, I think. Just not the way that you typically expect. Like normally when you start a story, you expect like, you know, the sort of not to just dive directly into like super action fight, you know? And if you're not expecting that and not ready, then you can get a little bit like, oh, what the heck is this? How am I supposed to be invested when I have no idea what's going on? You know? Yeah, it kind of feeds you a bit more flashbacks and a bit more info at a time. The crumbs are pretty nice. Yeah. Especially because you don't know you don't know the main character's past, you don't know the past of the other characters, you don't understand how this world works, you don't understand, you know, they sort of like give you info bit by bit, how each one, like why they've been sentenced to be heroes and all of that. Like, yeah, it's reached a point where I'm like, I want to find out what happens. I want to find out their stories, like, you know? But yeah, I was so confused. I'm so hecking, what's the word? Like just a little punk though at the start where I'm like, why should I be invested in this anime? And I'm like, no, I gotta give it a chance. I heard really good things about it. Okay, like, there shouldn't be a heckin' kusogaki about the fact that I'm just watching fighting with no context, you know? Because, yeah, like... Hey, Alicia! Heyo! Hey, Blur! What up? Have you seen these? Have you seen Sentenced to be a Hero? That's banger. But yeah, first episode, there's no context. Like, it just goes straight into a fight. Hey, yo, Dragon! Yo, wait. Why yo rocking up? It's peak. Yeah. Hello, the gang's all here. What up? What up? Hey yo. You lie. You call me stinky. Wait, did you call? No, you called Siren stinky. You called me a punk. You're stinky, Blur. You're stinky. Yeah. Yeah. Punks everywhere. You're all punks. All of you. Everybody's punk. But I am a punk. I was just saying how I felt kind of like a punk watching the first episode of this anime, because it was just fighting with no context, and I was just sat there being like, why should I care? Why should I care about this fight? Like, I need reasons to invest my emotions right now. But I kept watching it. Because I heard such good things about it, and now I'm hooked. Like a fish on a line, easily baited as always. So, yeah, no, I'm invested in this one. I need new episodes now. Yeah, so I'm glad it was recommended to me. You know, I'm okay with action. Honestly, I did a thing where like I got a list of like all the anime that I watched. I think I used AniList, and it literally made me a graph of like sort of the genres that I watch, and everything was really equal, which was really weird. It really depends on my mood. It's very mood dependent. Yo! Deaf games to put food on the table. You guys wanted misery? Well, get ready for some more. Yay! Who wouldn't love a bunch of girls doing games that could kill them to get food and money? Yay. Oh, fun. It's... I mean, they're only maids in the first episode, by the way. Don't get bamboozled, okay? They were only maids in the first one. But yeah, this is fun. I would say this is actually better to watch if you could binge the mini arcs that they are. So each one is like I feel like you have the set of like games. You know, you have like the first game, the second game, the third game, and like I think the second game is across like 2 seasons, and then like no 2 seasons, holy guacamole, across like 2 episodes, and then or whatever, and sort of making sure there's enough episodes so you can go straight to the next one, because I don't like cliffhangers. It's very aesthetic, it's very slow at times, okay, it's very atmospheric. Okay, so don't expect non-stop action. It does build slowly into the moments of action that do happen. Okay, I think this one also had a longer first episode, and yeah, but it's very interesting if you like seeing. I picked this up actually. Not because of the main character that I think looks really cute. I actually picked it up because I saw a clip of part of the deaf game. And I was like, wait a second. Deaf games? Yay! We love deaf games. We love, was it Danganronpa? Love that deaf game. 999 Nonary games? Love that deaf game. We love deaf games. Yeah. Don't get too attached. No, which means your favorite type. None. Hello. Welcome on in, Raiders. None, my love. Wait, how long have you been streaming for? Hello. Welcome on in. Yeah, wait. For you, None, my love. And I give you this. I only choose to whack out my melodica for certain people. Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Elia Stellaria, your British VTuber / goose, moved to Japan at your service. Non said she loves you. Tell Non I love her. Oh my gosh. Welcome on in. If you need to go rest or eat or hydrate, please do whatever you need to do, okay? Taking care of yourself is the most important, as we discuss deaf games to put food on the table. Yeah, no pressure to be here. We're literally just, we're talking about like this season's anime. So we've just been going through this season is absolute banger. So this is the stuff we've sort of covered so far. The website that I'm using to go through it is AniChart, which I like. I feel like the UI is really good for streams. And yeah, we're talking about this one. Deaf games to put food on the table. It's beautiful. Like, it has such beautiful moments. I wonder if I can find... if I can find nice screen caps of just how pretty it is. Like... yeah, if I had to describe one thing, it's that this anime is just very, very, very pretty. You know? Oh. I lost my frames there. There are moments where, like, you can tell they're trying to save. I don't know if it's whether it's fully just an artistic choice or a choice to save the budget. But there are very slow moments where nothing happens. Like, straight up, it's a still scene. Or, you know, there's a lot of scenes where you don't see their face. And it's sort of like, let me see if I can explain it. There's like scenes where they just don't have a face. Oh, wait. Oh, what's a good example? Oh my gosh, I'm crashing out. Hacking Google doesn't want me to have any images anymore. Here we go, like this. Here's an example. So like, it's like this is a scene from the first episode. Yeah, it's like reduced animation to the point where they don't have faces. Like, yeah. But it looks like it could be an artistic choice, you know? It is a nice style. It's just at times I'm like, is this on purpose? Or, let me see if I can find, but then you have like really detailed parts. This probably isn't the best example, but like, yeah. There's like, let's see, it's very stylized. It's very stylized in that regard, but people might consider it slow, you know? Let me see if I can find another. No! Even fucking. They go hard on the eyes though. Like, when they do put the face on, then yeah, it's like, it's hecking beautiful. But it's, I don't know if it feels extra beautiful because it's contrast to what you just see right before, or if it's actually like, you know, really, I mean, I think it is really beautiful. Yeah. The first episode is very fun. Would fun be the right word? I don't know if fun would be the right word, but let's go for thrilling and fun. You know, they're playing a death game and they get hit with these choices that are like horrible, where like, you know, not everyone gets to live because they're death games. And yeah, and then what's an interesting choice for this game is there's no blood. So if you're someone that doesn't like gore, don't worry, this is censored with teddy bear fluff. So yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, kind of Squid Games but with super cute girls. But yeah, don't worry about gore. It's not there's no blood. It's supposedly censorship because the whole idea is that they're playing these death games and it's for the entertainment of other people. So there's censorship in the games, and it's actually an element of the game that they discuss where the main character does talk about, you know, popularity or like the way you portray yourself is important in these games. So they're very much acknowledging that this is like they're on a show for the entertainment of others, putting their lives at risk. The thing is, they're not necessarily doing it to put food on the table. Each person has their sort of own reasoning, and the main character is a mystery indeed. Yeah, you know, some people do it for, you know, you could have all sorts of reasons. It's like in Squid Game, how everyone has their reasons for joining, you know? But yeah, I would say if you want to watch this show, you'll be able to tell if you'll like it or not just based on the first episode. Okay, if you just watch the first episode, and you liked it, then you should like the show. And then if you didn't like it, then you're definitely not going to like the rest of it. So you don't need to do a 3-episode test on this. I would say 1-episode test would be more than suitable. Because yeah, the first episode is a whole arc. It's a whole game. It's an extra long episode though. But yeah. Just, if you have time, you can just watch the first one and decide. But No, yeah, the main character's actual character is so hard to like actually grasp as to like what she's actually thinking, because her decisions are hecking interesting. Without spoiling anything, yeah, I don't know what's going on with her, but yeah. You'll know what I mean after watching the first episode, okay? Like, yeah. But yeah, really interesting. I didn't know this was coming out, and it was a pleasant surprise for this season. Okay. I don't know what this one is. Oh, wait, this is a sequel. Oh, I definitely did not watch the first season then. Oh, wait, is this the torture one? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Hime-sama Goemon no Chikan desu. Chikan desu! Yeah, the torture princess one. I've seen clips of this. Yeah, it's about... Yeah, okay, I'll just read this thing. As the war between the Imperial Army and Hellhorde rages on, the princess, despite being armed with her mythical sword, Excalibur, is captured and imprisoned. What kind of torture does she face at the hands of the chief demon interrogator? Fluffy, fresh-baked toast. Hot, steaming ramen. Oh, the humanity! Can the princess withstand these tormenting treats and keep her kingdom's secrets safe? Yeah, it looks really sweet. And even just from that description, you can tell it's literally sweet. Like, there's literal sweets. I haven't seen the first season, but yeah, it seems a few of you are saying it's quite episodic and quite repetitive. I wonder if it's one of those that, like, you can have on, but it doesn't require your full attention, you know? Like, where it looks cute. It looks cute. I mean, it's listed as a comedy, which is interesting because, like, you know, based on just the title. You wouldn't expect it. You know, if you tell me anime about torturing a princess, this isn't what you would jump to. But yeah, this is what I feel like I would probably try and multitask with. But it would be a fun thing to have on, you know? It feels like sacrilege not paying full attention. I don't have the attention span normally to fully concentrate on an anime, I'll be honest. I don't know if that's just me, but it's rare for me to, like, be fully captivated by an anime that it will just have my full attention. Normally, I mean, as you guys know, I have 3 screens in front of me, and I'm like multitasking my work while watching. That's how I fit an anime into my day, because to keep up with all the anime that I like to watch and continue my day-to-day, I've learned to, like, integrate it in. And sometimes it doesn't always, you know, if there are ones where I actually have to sit down and, like, watch, and I, like, you know, like I said with the JJK episode that discussed the rules of the calling games, I could not concentrate on anything else. I needed to lock in to understand it. But yeah, if it's on the light, I feel like it's the same with TV shows. You have, like, lighter stuff and heavier stuff, you know? And with the lighter stuff, you can get away with a bit more. And then the heavier stuff, you really need to, like... I don't watch them at fast speed, though. Literally, the only one I've done that for is One Piece. Yeah. I've heard things about this one. I didn't know it had a season 2. Wait, is this what I'm thinking of? This one's ecchi. It's ecchi. If it's the one I'm thinking of, yeah, apparently it gets yeah, chained soldier. It's dumb but hot. Yeah, I just remember seeing this thing going around Twitter where, like, they're literally like, girl, it's gonna get so much worse for you, where it's like, it just shows, like, this character, and I don't know, it, like, hinted that stuff is gonna be heckin' getting weird. Like, Yeah, I heard this ain't that say so. I don't know anything about it though. But yeah, I have not seen the first season. I'm probably not gonna watch it. I don't really watch ecchi stuff if that's like the main premise. Like if I've watched anything ecchi, it's because of the other parts of it, you know? Like if it's yeah. So this I don't even know. I'm actually there for the plot. That's the thing. It's like I watched Shigeki no Soma for the plot, okay? And it was actually really interesting when it came to the food, and it discussed the cooking and the flavors, and like actually like the food element part of that was really good. Yeah. Yeah, so there is a plot to this. I just don't know if it's a good plot. Like a guy has powers that are really useful for a group of army girls, but the activation has an ecchi rebound. Why? But... Huh? But why? No, wait. Let me double check. Was it Chained Soldier anime? Reward system. Okay. Let me see. Let me check this. Yuki Wakura watches as dueling supernatural forces ravage Earth. Mato are portals to another dimension, avenues from which dangerous monsters escape. Peaches are resources given to women, granting them abilities. Chief of the Seventh Unity of the Anti-Demon Corps, Kyoka Uzen arrives to save Yuki from a monster. Surprisingly, Yuki holds the power to increase the Peach's effectiveness. But to save the world, Yuki must be willing to become Kyoka's servant, both on the battlefield and at home. Why at home? Huh? Huh? But why? But why? I don't know. That's doing her laundry. Yo, could someone come do my laundry? I beg thee. Yeah. Interesting. I've actually heard, okay, this is the invisible guy romance. I've heard good things about this. I've heard this is actually really sweet. So this is yeah, I've heard it's really wholesome. Again, on my to watch list, but it's a rom-com for when, you know, I can watch it without feeling lonely. So this says it says Akira Tonome is an invisible gentleman who runs a detective agency, and Shizuka Yako is a mild-mannered human female who works there. Shizuka can always find Akira even when he turns completely invisible, and a quiet love begins to blossom between them as the invisible man and blind girl grow closer to each other. Yeah, I've seen clips from this show. I saw a clip where like the blind girl gets a little jealous, and then I saw another one on Twitter of them being like, how did they make the invisible man hot? Like it looks really wholesome and really sweet. Apparently the cast of characters is really interesting. You can see there they've got like an animal character, but yeah, it's like, yeah, I wonder if I can find the screen cap for you. It's so oh my gosh. It's such an interesting plot. You know, I think he's permanently invisible, but the clothes are always visible. So you can see the clothes in the picture there. You know? Like, yeah. It looks like, yeah, one that I will definitely pick up at some point. Not just yet, but It's very, very interesting. You know? The fact that, yeah. Blind girl, invisible man. Here, I found the screen cap. Here's the screen cap. Yeah. But he's invisible. He's thick. Oh, it's funny. But the invisible bakery has arrived. Oh, but yeah, it's really, really sweet indeed. But yeah, I haven't watched it myself. It's on my to watch list, but I need to be able to like intake high levels of sweetness before I pick up, you know, cute romance comedies like this. How does she know where she's kissing? I mean, I don't think it matters too much that he's invisible when she's blind, right? Like, right? Like, yeah, it's just how a blind person would know where she's kissing. It's sort of, yeah. You just go by, yeah. Apparently, it does the sort of portrayal of a blind person pretty nicely as well. Yeah. It's very cute how they show it. I don't know if I'm ready for the cuteness overload, so I need to be ready before I watch it. But yeah. And then... what is this? Wait. Is this... this is the one that's not BL. This is the not BL. I know, it looks like it was, but... Yohei Takiguchi has long legs, a deep voice, and a handsome face. In other words, Yohei is such a good-looking guy that most people don't notice or care that she is in fact... a girl. Indeed, she's had the nickname Prince for as long as she can remember. That is until she met Ichimura-senpai, the only person who really seemed to see her for herself. And to her surprise, she's not sure how to handle this new relationship, especially when her newfound friend is a prince himself. So yeah, get heckin' baited, it's hetero AF. This is the not BL anime, because I remember... like clips going around people being like, how is this not BL? Like how is it not? We've been baited. Get baited. It's actually a straight couple. The BL bait. The BL bait anime. Yeah. Like, This is BL but not BL. Like technically not BL. Wait, the English name? Let me check for you. This is just... I mean, yeah, it's like introduction to BL if you're too scared to watch BL, but it's not BL. It's In the Clear Moonlight Dusk. Yeah. Yeah. In the Clear Moonlight Dusk is the English name, but yeah, it looks like BL, seems like BL, but technically it's not BL. Yeah. I think it's I don't know how to describe what are they called. It's just a very masculine girl, but I think, like, it says here, the only person who seems to see her for herself, so she does want to be perceived as a girl, you know? Like, even though she has got a very, like, tomboyish, masculine sort of portrayal, masculine, not muscular, muscular, masculine, it does seem to be that she wants to be perceived as girl. But yeah, I think it's muscular. Nah, they're not muscular. These are just like long. It says here long. But yeah, this is not BL. Okay, I've not seen the first season for this. So yeah. Like, I need to watch it. I just haven't got around to it. This is Vigilante, the like My Hero Academia like sort of spin-off, right? So yeah. Yeah, no, this isn't really like tomboy because it's more like princely. But yeah, this is, I don't know, I guess it's the second season. This is the second season, but Boku no Hero Academia! Which, yeah. This is the second season of the spin-off, yeah. Yeah. I've heard good things about it, though. I've heard that, like, the characters are, you know, likable. And that for a spin-off, it's, you know, it's decent. I just, you know, haven't picked it up or wasn't really, like, hooked to watch it, per se. I still need to, like, yeah. I don't know. I don't actually know if... Because I haven't seen it myself. I don't think you need to have seen My Hero Academia to watch this. Because it's a spin-off, right? You just have enough, like, you know, understanding of how the world of My Hero Academia works, but it's pretty like, very basic premise of the world. You have heroes and powers and... Yeah. Like... The universe is very interesting. It's very... The range of powers that people have in this world are wild. Like... Yeah. They're literally powers for everything. So... Yeah. I haven't seen it, but again, on my to-watch list, but... It's more like I'll watch it if I have spare time. But I'll be honest, I've not had any spare time at all. And I have so many other shows I'm trying to keep up with. So this one's unfortunately just been pushed to the side a bit. But yeah. Then we have... Okay, then we're sort of entering this sort of... Oh, there's still quite a few to discuss, I guess. Precure. Yeah, this is just... Precure. Good old Precure. I can never pronounce it with the blah blah way. But yeah, and there's not really much to say about it. Magical girls. Yay! You know what you get. Like, yeah. I didn't watch Trigun Stampede. So I don't know about this one either. I don't know if anyone has seen this one. Purikura. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like action, comedy, drama, sci-fi. It's been 2.5... Oh wait, no, is this spoilers? Is this spoilers? Yeah, this is like 2.5 years after. And I'm like, after what? I don't need to know, because that's going to be a spoiler for the first season. So we're just going to speed past this one. This one I've seen clips for, but again, I haven't watched. It's another... There's a lot of rom-coms this season, guys. Why are there so many rom-coms? Oh, I guess winter. But yeah, this is Ayanaka Harchun. It is when Harisa Yamabuki was all alone in bed at night. He was able to find solace in the voice of a radio host who went by Apollo. However, one day, she simply stopped broadcasting without any explanation. Guys, it's giving VTuber that suddenly graduates out of nowhere. The pain, Dial, pain. years then pass, and Arisu is now a second-year high schooler. He makes it his mission to search for Apollo, as there is something he wants to tell her. He doesn't know what she looks like or even what her real name is, but he manages to get some leads on her in his school's broadcasting club. And that's where he meets 4 girls who all dream to get a job where they can make full use of their voices. Just who is Apollo, and how will those 4 dreams pan out? Surely he should be able to just recognize the voice. That was my confusion from this, because I'm like, surely you know which one of the 4 girls it is, no? Like, heckin' fake fan here if you can't tell. Like, if you can't tell between 4 girls which one's your Kamuy Oshi that suddenly graduated out of nowhere, then like, fake fan, mate. Like, fake hecking fan. Like, nah. Guys, would you be able to recognize me? Like, my voice? Okay? Like, if there were like a bunch of other people that sounded kind of similar, I feel like you guys would be able to, you know, yeah. Unless they're putting on a unless they're putting on a fake voice, then I can understand. Because there are some girls that I've met who do have a very like different voice to their stream voice, where I get hecking like startled by it. I'm like, who are you? I'm like, I don't who who the F are you? This isn't the VTuber I'm talking to. And it's, yeah, they'll do like it'll be someone that's done like a much higher, usually it's the higher pitched voice, you know? It's like the higher pitched voice on stream, and then they have a much deeper voice, or not deeper voice, but like less squeaky voice, I guess. Yeah. Arigato. Will you say, I love you? Daisuki da yo. Daisuki. A total of 1 VTuber I ever fully graduated, and I was sad for a year until I found a goose girl. You found me. You found me. Wow. Yeah. Thank you for finding me. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what you guys have done. A bunch of you have done. You found my voice. And you recognized my voice. Ah. But yeah, I guess in this case, for this guy, maybe it is hard, you know? Maybe it's yeah. But dude, even if it was like a fake voice, I feel like a true super fan would be able to like get that little like the mannerisms, the cadence of like the tone and the pitch and all of that. Like, surely you'd be able to pick it up. Oh, is the mic bad? Damn, they heckin' streaming with Xbox microphones? Oh, rip. Well, then, well. Yeah, I wonder if, yeah, there'd be mannerisms and quirks that should be identifiable. But, again, this is probably based more on Japanese streamers. Which, yeah, you know? Where there's gonna be more of a... I feel like they lean heavier onto the persona character, especially in, like, VTubing and that kind of thing. There's definitely like different styles between Western and Japanese, for sure. And yeah, but it's interesting. But also, my worry is when I see any sort of rom-com that has 4 girls, I'll always end up on a sinking ship, guys. Like, I don't want to end up on a sinking ship. Please. I'm gonna be cheering for a girl that's got no hope, and I'm gonna be like, I can't go through that again. It's so sad. It's so sad when your ship sinks, or like you could already see the ship's broken with a massive hole in it, and you're like, I get on that ship. I like that one. That one makes me happy. It's doomed and it's never gonna happen. But yeah. And I always do that because I just like it's like you can see which ship will definitely sail. With you normally when there's like 4 characters, you can see which one is gonna sail. You can see that pristine, perfectly, like, you know, well-built ship right there, and you're like, yeah, but... Oh, I don't want that one. Oh, I don't want that one, though. Like, yeah, there's, like, the foreshadowing. It's usually the, like... how do I describe it? They normally have, like, a very similar, like, character type. You know, they have this sort of main character sort of energy to it that, or you just feel it. You could just feel it. Yeah, that's the appeal behind losing. I did love Losing Heroines. I did love that show. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to like harms and stuff, because I don't want any of the girls to be sad. You've heard other YouTubers insist their on-screen personality is not their real personality. Oh yeah, I've heard things like that before, that people can act like... And actually, yeah, there are some people out there that act very differently than they do on screen. Don't worry guys, you don't have to worry about that here. I am... unfortunately cringe both on and off screen. Yay. With the exact same mannerisms, and it's just like everything is just very... I've been told I'm very Elia. Like, yeah. To the point where it's like, I can be movement identified. Which probably isn't a good thing. It's probably a bad thing in terms of like, you know, gonna dox myself one day. But, yeah. I do, like, yeah, I think I do kind of waddle. Oh, gosh, like, yeah. I don't know, like... I'm not very good at putting on a character. You see how much I'm struggling with the whole RP thing? Like, the whole, like, RPing as a character... You can see the stress that it's putting me through of, like... really trying to like remain in character, but it's so hard. And I feel like once you stream for so long, you just end up you know, it's hard to maintain, and I can't. I just can't. Better off just being myself, you know? Yeah. But another rom-com to my rom-com pile of I'm not watching rom-coms yet, but yeah. Ah, no español. No. English, por favor. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. This one I've heard interesting things about. It looks really cute. I need to watch it. I like the style. It looks very sweet. This is Champion no Majo. Luna, a black witch who lives quietly in a poisonous mushroom house deep in the Black Forest. She lives in the city, making high-efficiency medicine. But it is said if the mushroom witch touches you, you'll die, and she is avoided. The life of a witch who doesn't know the warmth of people is carefully and momentarily drawn. Aww, this is so... Oh, bless. Oh. Wait, what guy? Wait, is this a guy? You say she gets obsessed with a guy, but is it this person? Oh, wait. I don't know. I heard this was similar to... What's this one related to? Is it called The Mushroom Witch? It sounds very cute. Let's see. Hello! I'm good. How are you? How are you? We're chilling. Watching anime. Oh, no. There's another guy. So there's Luna, Lizzie, and then... Henry. Who the heck is Henry? Get out of here, pug. This is about her. Yeah, wait. Let me see. I'm trying to... I don't know. I remember someone saying, like, I remember seeing on Twitter someone saying to watch this if you liked something else. But I can't remember what it was. It sounds like another story, but the guy literally kills whatever he touches. Oh, it's like me and how everything I touch breaks. Cry. As my parents would say, I was a cursed child. Wait, the art style looks familiar? Oh, maybe. It looks very cute. I want to watch it. It's not listed as romance, so hopefully we're good. Drama, fantasy, supernatural. This one! I wish it had a higher rating, because I saw a clip of this and it looked really interesting. This is Kaya-chan with Kawakanai. So Kaya-chan attends the Hanamugi kindergarten, and she has an incredibly strong sixth sense. And she secretly beats up the ghost that stalks her friends and family, but in turn she's treated like a troublemaker since nobody understands her strange behavior. Everything changes when her teacher Chie discovers her secret, and Kaya-chan's fist will go flying at any sinister spirit that shows up. Yeah, the clips are really cute. It's like, oh bless her, she's just trying to help. Yeah, Mieruko-chan vibes. Yeah. Like, she's like, the clip I saw was like, there was like a ghost of the swing. And she basically like, gets the other kid off the swing. So that like, she can go on the swing and then like, beat up the ghost. But yeah, I can see how it's misunderstood. And yeah, I don't know why it's not rated right. I know like in film, typically horror always has like a lower rating than, you know, other genres. For some reason horror is just typically rated like lower in general. But this isn't actual like scary horror, you know? This is like elements of horror in terms of, you know, it's ghosts, it's supernatural, but yeah, I wouldn't like, based on the clips I've seen, it doesn't seem like it's actually horror. So, but it looks really sweet. It looks really sweet. Like if you want to see a little girl beat up ghosts, this is the one. This is where you get to see it. Yeah. And it's a comedy as well, so it just looks sweet. Yeah. I don't know, but I want to watch this. This one almost got me to watch it when I saw a clip of it. So I need to, unless the only other thing I can think of is whether the plot is potentially repetitive. You know? Because, like, the premise is really good, but if there's no, like, good overhanging sort of, like, main story, it might get boring, question mark, you know? So, potentially that could be what people aren't liking. Perhaps. This is just speculation, though, because I haven't actually seen it. But I can see it getting boring fast if there isn't, you know? If nothing big actually happens. You know, it's like, okay, here's the gimmick, but we're not going to do anything with the gimmick. You know, it's like the same joke over, like, I've seen a lot of comedies that are kind of guilty for this, where it's like, oh, this is funny. Here it is again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And it's like, okay, this is the same joke, yo. That's why you're worried about deaf games to put food on the table. Oh no, deaf games that put food on the table does have an overhanging story, so it's not just repetitive game after game after game. There's like, they reveal more and more about the actual world in that show, where there's actually plot development happening outside of the games, per game, you know? So, deaf games doesn't have that issue. I'm also very curious to see where it goes with that. Okay, this... I was watching episode 2 of this right before while I was eating my dinner, actually. So this is Eris no Seihai, the Holy Grail of Eris. Yeah, it's not, I wouldn't call it romance. That's the reason I picked it up, because I saw a thing recommending it for, you know, it kind of gives that sort of villainess vibe, you know, in this aristocratic kind of world with like magic, but without the romance. So I don't know why it's got the romance tag. It's really not. It is straight up, you know, mystery and fantasy and supernatural, okay? And it's nice. It's, yeah, it's like very, yeah, it's got political elements coming into it. Yeah, and you know me, I'm a sucker for strong female characters, okay? So that's what drew me in. So we have betrayed by her fiancé's lover and sentenced to public execution, Constance Grail, a plain viscount's daughter known for her honesty, faces death, until a mysterious voice offers salvation. Scarlet Castile, a noble woman long thought dead, may be her only hope. Together, these unlikely allies uncover a dark conspiracy lurking in the heart of high society, where betrayal, secrets, and power collide. It's so the dynamic between Eris and Scarlet is so nice, okay? Because like the way I see Scarlet is like she just helps like give Eris this sort of like, you know, like, I mean, she literally takes over her body to then be sassy with her, you know? To then, like, you know, help her. Yeah. Oh, Constance, sorry, not Eddie's. Oh my gosh, why did I say... I'm sorry, I tried to read at the same time. Yeah, Constance is very shy, but needs to stand up for herself. And I feel like Scarlet does that for her and helps that for her. And honestly, I feel like I've been in both positions in that, you know, I grew up a very, very shy person that really struggled with confrontation. I can completely understand Constance's point of view. Like, she's scared of confrontation. She's scared of people. It's hard for her to speak. It's hard for her to get her words out. And then Scarlet is like the person that I was able to, you know, the sort of extrovert Ellie that I'm able to like summon to for myself, you know? The one that has these sort of strong words to be able to hold their ground and be able to like mentally be strong, you know? And yeah, I sort of resonate with both characters. And yeah, there have been times where like I've had friends who have been like Constance, struggling to like stand up for themselves, and I will be Scarlet for them. I will be Scarlet for them for sure, okay? Like, I will help them. But yeah, I feel it's a really nice duo of characters. And it's nice to see both their responses to situations. So yeah. It's sort of, yeah, bless. I feel both characters. I feel both characters so much. Yeah, bless Constance. Cause yeah, whenever I see someone like Constance, it reminds me of how I used to be, and most of my life I've just spent trying to become the person that past me needed. You know, like even when I stream, like the environment I'm trying to create here, you know, is to welcome people and sort of make people not feel as lonely or as sad as I used to feel, that kind of thing, you know? Like, what did younger me need? And it's like, I knew, you know, with life, you can't just bank on someone coming along to, you know, come into your life and be that person. And I'm also one that's not very, I don't like to rely on other people. I find it very difficult because I've always been like, you know, made to do things by myself. So for me, it was like, okay, if I need this sort of person in my life, I will just become that person. You know, I'll just work really, 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 really hecking hard, you know, to be able to be mentally strong enough to be the person I needed back then. And then I'll be there because it's me, you know? So I feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm both Constance and Scarlet at the same time, you know? It's interesting. I'm enjoying this. Also, this is really helping to watch because it's based in like the aristocratic sort of like fantasy world. So I'm kind of watching it to help with my... I picked it up kind of to help with my RP. Because I was like, wait a second, I could just pick up phrases from this. So I was like, I'm gonna watch this. Yay! Osei Skittles, arigato. Sorry, taxi cutie now. Oh, yeah. Becoming the person you needed by your side growing up. Yeah! That is what I decided. Because, unfortunately, yeah, you know, I just, you know, as much as I would have loved to have a Scarlet person, that is unfortunately not the case. But that's okay, because, you know, if I'm able to be that person for someone else, then that's good in itself, you know? So, yeah, I'm only on episode 2 or 3 of this. I do love a mystery, so yeah. This should be fun. Yeah. I'll probably continue watching this after this stream. That's my current plan. I wanted to watch more episodes. So, yeah. After a certain age, no one's going to invest in you anymore except yourself. I mean, I was always taught as a kid to never rely on anybody. My parents were like, you can't just like expect anyone to be there for you. And I was like, oh, okay. And it sort of like was raised in a way where it's like crying. Even though I'm a massive crybaby, I became aware from a very young age that crying is pointless because no one helps you when you cry. No one helps you in general. But yeah, if there's one person you can try to rely on, you have to try and rely on yourself, as difficult as it can be at times. So I'm still kind of learning to like depend on others, but it's scary for me, you know? It's just it's scary. What are scary? But if I can be there for other people, yay! I like helping. Yeah. Let's see. Is this... What is this? A gamer that then goes to play a game and is isekai'd? No way! Isekai! Our isekai is here. It's a isekai. Is it any good? I don't know. I actually quite find it nice when it's not just a full harem. Okay? It's actually refreshing to see, you know. This mindset doesn't foster community. We're social creatures. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm learning. You know? I'm learning that people aren't so bad. That not, like, you know, I feel like throughout my entire streaming journey, I've sort of learned how nice people can be. And I think I've done my best in expressing, you know, my appreciation and thanks for you guys, in that you guys will spend time with me. And I feel like over time I have been able to become more and more reliant on you guys in that regard. But again, it's something I'm still not fully used to, so I end up like overcompensating by being crazy levels of thankful. Because I feel bad relying on you guys. Or just relying on anyone. I feel bad. So I want to work hard to make sure that it's like okay, you know, because you know, I'm here for you guys. Okay, it's not just that you're here for me, I'm here for you. Yeah. Okay, do I pick up the isekai? Do I pick up another isekai? Perhaps. I do love picking up isekais. We do love... And you know what? It looks like it's gonna be someone OP. You know? It's right up my alley. Let's see. We have 35-year-old Kenichi Yamada has spent his life playing every single MMORPG he can get his hands on. Tired of new games that cater to casual players? Filthy casuals. He leaps at the chance to try out a never-ending game with an intimidating hell mode that raises the difficulty and chances to level up to impossible heights. But as soon as he selects the summoner, Kenichi finds himself transported into the world of the game and reborn to a family of serfs as a baby named Alan. Dang! With nothing but his memories and wits to guide him, Alan sets off to conquer Hell Mode, unearth the secrets of the Summoner class, and free his newfound family from their fate. Yeah. Yeah, I'm picking this up. Get in the basket. Get in the basket. My typical isekai. I love isekai. Get in there. Get in there. On my list. Yay! Okay, this one I've seen clips of on Twitter. I've seen some hacking. It is romance. This is BL, right? Like, pretty certain this is BL. It's gotta be BL. With the clips I've seen, it's gotta be. There's no way it's not. It's BL. It's the BL isekai. Yeah. Yeah. This is the BL isekai. It gets, yeah. Let's see. Sei Chichiro Kondo, a salaryman approaching his 30, gets caught up in a holy maiden summoning ritual and is transported to a parallel world called Romany Kingdom. Well, having worked day and night, he developed the mindset of a corporate slave and even demanded work in this new world. I feel so bad when they have any anime that like portrays corporate slave, sort of overworked salaryman. I feel so bad. Which landed him an accounting job at the Royal Accounting Department. During his hectic days rebuilding the accounting department, Seiichiro came across a nutritional tonic that wiped away any fatigue. Thanks to the tonic, Seiichiro's chronic ailments and exhaustion completely disappeared, leaving him overjoyed. But because he had no resistance to the world magic, the side effects put his life in danger. The only way to survive was to have someone with magic help accustom his body to magical energy. Accustom his body to magical energy. However, will they do that? So with no other choice, Seiichiro entrusts himself to Arash, captain of the Third Royal Order known as the Ice Prince. Dang, I wonder how that'll work out. No, it's not that I don't like anime that has this sort of like corporate, you know, salaryman slave portrayal. It's more like I just feel bad for them, you know? It makes me feel sad because, you know, that's based on, you know, real people that live that life of overworking exhaustion, you know? It makes me feel sad in that regard, but it doesn't mean I don't like I'll just avoid animes that have it. Like, you know, I can still, you know, feel bad for a character and watch the anime. Yeah. Podak! Arigato, arigato. Happy 7 months. Thank you. Hear me out. Yes, it's BL, but the world is hella good. Don't out me. That's the thing. That's what I've heard. Like, yeah, but the clips that I've seen, I'm like, yo, yeah, this guy's definitely getting his body accustomed to the magical energy. Yeah, like, definitely. They're nice and close, yo. Like, Don't worry, that body's gonna get accustomed real fast. Don't you worry. Gets a bit spicy. Yeah. As a Brit, have I ever heard anyone say bean counter? No. No. No, I've not. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Bean counter in everyday life? What's a bean counter? Bean counter. Oh, it's an accounting term, an accountant term. Oh, I guess because maybe once upon a time they counted beans. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've never heard that phrase used. I honestly, like, even when I was like a little kid, I just called them accountants because like my mother was like, I remember this because my mother used to walk me to my primary school and she would tell me things like, okay, so you need to go to university, you need to go to either Oxford or Cambridge, and you need to get a high-paying job. You can either be a lawyer, a doctor, or you can be an accountant. And then like my math scores were really good, so she was like, yeah, and then I'd be like, oh, I want to be an accountant. And then she's like, yes, you need to earn lots of money for me in the future to pay back for all of this money that we're spending on raising you. And that was like my regular talk to school with my mother. But yeah, and so I learned the term accountant from like a very, very young age because, yeah, they don't make money, but they work with money and it's like secure, you know? It's like, my parents were very much like, make sure you get a secure job with a salary. How did that turn out? Oopsies. Oops and daisies. Oh no, what is a salary? Ha 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 ha. Nope. Nope. Who needs financial security? Ha 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 ha. In shambles. Let's see. Let's see. Another rom-com. They really want people to feel lonely this season. Holy guacamole. Yeah, this is about working a small laundry shop in a seaside hot spring town. Interesting. Okay, we've sort of reached like, I don't know if there's anything like particularly, you know, we've sort of gone through the main ones for this season. My salary is 200 biddies. Let's go, guys. Drinks on me. Ariga, thank you. Actually, no, that probably goes pretty hard here in Japan. Let's see. Oh wait, there's Roll Over and Die. Wait, where is that? Roll Over and Die is good. I watched like the where is it? Where's Roll Over and Die? Wait, is it this one? Oh yeah! This one was alright. It was pretty predictable, like with the midway through, like with the first episode, and you know, yeah, in terms of her ability. So, Flam has been chosen by God to be in the heroes party despite having stats of 0 across all the board. Yeah. All she has is the reversal ability that she doesn't understand, and so she's useless in battle. Yeah, because she doesn't know how to. It's like me trying to play League and not knowing how to press any of my keys. Okay, like, you know. Chotto matte. Arigato. Happy Flame Mom Sit Tier 1. Thank you. Yeah. But she refuses to give up and does all she can for the party. Her party mate, Jean, is a genius, renowned sage that picks on her at every opportunity and sells her off to sells her off to slavery. And then as a slave, she's treated as incompetent and persecuted and thrown to monsters for bait. Plum is left with 2 options. Take a sword that brings... This is just a summary of the first episode. Yeah. You guys can probably guess what reversal does. You know? Yeah. Yeah. This is the sort of kicked from the hero's party kind of anime, you know? The like, the hero's party are like, oh no, we don't have the girl that cleans and cooks for us anymore. Oh, but it does have a bit more depth, though, from what I've seen. Like, yeah. People need to stop joining the hero's party. I know, right? Heckin' punks. But to be fair, it's mostly this hecking sage. Yeah. So this, we'll see. I only watched the first. I think I only watched the first episode actually. I need to like watch more. But I feel like it's gonna be one of those where you're watching to see her get her revenge, and that'll be nice and satisfying. You know, it's not parrying, no. No. Oh, then maybe it's not obvious. But either way, it's strong. It's OP. We love our OP, underappreciated protagonist, you know? Yeah. Gotta have that, you gotta have at least one underappreciated, kicked out of the hero party kind of punk. And here it is. Yeah. So this is, yeah, it's interesting to see how this goes. This does have more horror elements. It's quite gory at times, which is fine, you know. It's kind of refreshing. But yeah, this was nice. I think it's only, I've only seen the first episode though, so I'll be interested to see how it goes. Honestly, the only reason I watched the first episode was I read the title, which was, you know, roll over and die, and I was like, oh, mood. I was like, alrighty, you got me. I'll go watch it then. You give me a banger title like that, how could I not? Like, yeah. The blood is refreshing. It's a bit more gory than your typical, like, you know, kicked out of the hero party kind of trope anime. Yeah. It's a bit more gritty in that regard, but yeah. I would say it is kind of refreshing to have this sort of horror element. Yeah, almost forgot about that one. I really need to remember to watch this one. I keep forgetting to watch it. That's the problem. That's why I've not seen the other episodes, because I watched the first episode and then I just kind of forgot. But I remember the title is very heckin' iconic. Let's see. Oh wait, I think I saw. This is the girl in the vampire school. Wait, no. Is it the one? I can't remember. I thought I saw a clip, but I don't know. I don't know if this is the one. Why did they make this look so edgy? It's literally a girl student who hates vampires goes to, you know, damn, an academy with vampires. Dang, that's so unfortunate for her. What? That's crazy. What are the chances? Dang. Rip. That's gonna suck. Oh wait, and it's giving Otome game vibes, but it's just supernatural. Yeah. We're missing some. Wait. Are they listed under something else? I need to watch this. Oh, wait. This is like a Villainess one? Yeah. I need to see the Villainess one. There's so much this season. Holy guacamole, it just keeps going. It just keeps going! It's not under TV, sure. What? Leftovers? Where is it? Why isn't Tamon-kun? Ah, this was great. Wait. Why is this under special? Why is this one under special? I don't know. This is the one rom-com I am watching. But I'm mostly watching it for the comedy elements of it, not the romance part. It's about an idol who it's so bad because I feel like I'm not watching it for the reason that they want me to watch it. It's so you have this guy, you have Tamon-kun, who's like this like wow, sexy idol, and then like he has his other side where he's just like gloomy and anxious and shy and a mess, and I'm just like, he is such a mood. Kiki, I'm watching this. I'm keeping up with this one. There is romance to it. It's really fun. But yeah, I'm watching it more from the perspective of, yeah, in the nicest way, it's the two gooses inside of you. I'm literally watching this not from the perspective of the girl. I'm just like, yo, that guy's just like me for real, for real. Like, yeah. Which I don't think is what you're supposed to do when you're watching this. But yeah, and then she is like a super fan. Like she's like a super fan. And she ends up being the housekeeper to this guy and discovering his sort of like gloomy opposite personality to what he normally portrays. So yeah, it gives like extrovert Ellie versus regular hiding inside anxiety filled Elia. Like straight up, like that's why I've been watching this. And when he goes into like his little gloomy spiral of being like, I'm just a bother to everybody, I'm an absolute failure of a person, blah 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 blah, and just like spirals down, I'm like, it's me, it's just like me. I was like, no, but I want to make people happy. Gotta be all idle, like, but dang, this guy's a mood. So yeah, and then what really drew me into the series is that each of these ones, okay, each of these also have contrasting personalities to their stage personalities, and I found that so fun and interesting, you know, and they each get like revealed bit by bit. So I wouldn't say this is a kids show anime. No, this is a shojo. This is a shojo anime for real, like classic shojo, you know. It is very over the top, but it gives that sort of old school shojo anime vibe, because like I feel like a lot of old like typical shojo has that to it. Like she is very extra. They're all very heckin' extra. Yeah. Oh, the anime about... Oh, you're talking about the one with that character, the hecking, depressing kid show guy. Oh, no, that's not... I wouldn't say it's the same, because this one, he's actively trying to hide this other side of him, you know? Like, very much so. But, yeah, dude's like... You have that trope where like, it was like an old school trope, I haven't seen it for a while, when someone's like really gloomy, that they like curl up in a corner and then all these mushrooms grow around them. Like, I think I saw it in, was it Orange High School Host Club? When like the main character used to feel sad, he'd just go to a corner and all these mushrooms would grow. So yeah, it's got this sort of like, vibe in that way, like he'll go be all gloomy and then all these mushrooms will appear and it's like, oh, but yeah, I'll read the thing. Utage Kinoshita is a high school girl who works part-time as a housekeeper. She has devoted her life to her favorite idol, Tamon Fukuhara, from the group Face. Then, one day, Utage ends up being assigned to Tamon's house. There she discovers that offstage he is nothing like his wild, idle persona. A gloomy, introverted boy with no self-confidence, Utage still finds herself falling for him anyway. Yeah. So, I've been enjoying this one. Yeah. And then yeah, this was great. Love this. Recommend this very much if you haven't seen it. It's a movie. This is Cho Kaguya Hime. It's got VTubers in it. Yeah. So it's really, really nice. I don't know if I would say I felt like I was watching it and I predicted the plot from the beginning. So it might be a little predictable for some people in that regard. Because it was kind of for me it was a little obvious. But it's still a really fun watch. Yeah. It's a very modern take on the tale of Kaguya. But yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say predict was bad. I prefer it when I prefer it when I watch shows, and there's an irony where I try to predict it, and I want to predict it in that I will try so, but at the same time I also want to be proven wrong. You know, I want to try and predict it, but I would be more happy if I was wrong, but I'd also like to be right. But then I actually want to be wrong. Yeah. But it's really nice. Yeah, there's the whole debate as to whether it's girls' love or nah. Cause I'll be honest, those two main characters are very heckin' close. And then some people are like, no, it's just beautiful girl friendship. And then there's other people like, nah, that's Yuri. That's straight up Yuri. And yeah, I've been seeing debates about that. But you can decide if you watch it yourself. But I think it's really fun. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Historians will say they were best of friends. Oh gosh, yeah, that lived together and wanted to marry each other and oh gosh. No, there's no. I think it's because it's more of on an emotional level. There's no actual physical. I mean, people were saying that their that their secret handshake was pretty gay. Yeah. But yeah, you can decide for yourself if you watch it. It's really fun. I enjoyed watching this. It's visually beautiful. The music's great. There was also a lot of discourse regarding the mixing of the music when they're performing on stage, but they did release a studio mixed version of the song that they do on the big stage, and then they have the version that's shown in the film, which I think is a really interesting choice that they made. They decided they wanted it to give more of that stage feel with the audio for that part, as opposed to using a studio mix, which I think is a fair choice to make, especially if they provide the studio version. So if you want to listen to that, you can listen to that. So I don't know why people were getting upset over the performance, you know, because both are provided, and I felt it was more immersive, because sometimes when I've watched shows that then swap to a heavy studio mix, I find it a little jarring at times, because it feels like it sort of pulls me out of that suspension of disbelief a bit, where I'm like, oh, I was really immersed, and then I feel pulled away. So I quite liked the choices that they did, but yeah, apparently some people were upset. But again, disclaimer, my ears kind of suck. Like when it comes to like listening to music and listening to audio, I knew when I was doing music in school, I do not have a very good musical ear, okay? I struggle with like, you know, really hearing the layers of music and, you know, the way that other people hear it. Like, you know, when you have those people that are just like musical geniuses and they just hear so well and they're able to really like discern whether something's like a good or bad mix. And I'm just like, yeah, that's music. Yeah. Like, I can tell if it's really bad, but I'm not as sensitive or like accustomed to that listening as other people are, you know? Like, usually if I have a mix back, I will have to borrow like one of my friend's ears to be like, hey, can you listen to this and tell me like what you think is like better, you know? In terms of like the balance and stuff, in terms of getting it like properly there. But I think some people just naturally have a more musical ear. But I'm not so musically inclined. Even when it comes to like, it's like in music, I struggle with, I naturally deviate towards the main melody, basically, like always. Like it's very hard for me to maintain my own tune or to follow a different tune. I just sort of get drawn into the like main, almost like the main road instead, without being able to properly see the rest. So, you know, it's something I've worked on though. You know, I feel like I've definitely been working on improving my musical ear, but I really sucked in school when it came to it. They'd be like, can you tell us the difference between these two notes? And I'd be like, no, I cannot. Well, other people would be like, yeah, so it's like this many semitone differences, and this is the first note, and the next note is this one. Or like in choir, there was always this one girl and they'd be like, oh, you know, can you give us a middle C? And then she would just sing it. She would just straight up sing it. And I'd be like, where did this, what? Where'd you pull that out from? Like, huh? I need like references. I need references, you know? Or it's the same when it comes to like just hearing, like, I can't play by ear. I'm very technical when it comes to music. Like, I can read music, and I have a very, like, you know, I've studied really hard to get a good grasp of music theory, and I've sort of learned it on the most technical way possible. I can, you guys have seen me trying to learn stuff for the melodica. I need the sheet music in front of me, and I will read it, and then I can play it. But I can't just hear it and then just, like, figure it out. Like, I need to read. I need to read. I wish I had the power to play by ear. I wish. It's a hecking superpower. But yeah. Yeah. Pretty normal. But I feel like in this industry where like there's so many talented musicians in VTubing, I feel so, it makes me feel very like, you know, I am lacking in that regard. I know music theory, yes. You have to learn music theory if you do. So I did music in secondary school, but I also did French horn lessons, and they have like exams that you do in grades, which are done with an external examining board called the ABRSM. And those exams aren't just like playing French horn. It also requires, there's tests within those exams related to music theory, so related to, you know, sight reading, related to, there's a part of the test where they play music and you have to tell them what key signature it's being played in. There's a part where they play a piece and you have to describe it using technical musical terms. So yeah, once you reach like the higher grades especially, you have to sort of know, you have to know music theory to be able to pass those exams, especially to pass those exams with a distinction, which is all that my parents would accept. But especially since they were like, these cost money to do the exam. So yeah, I learned it through the music lessons that I got at school. I was lucky I got them for free because the school were desperate for a French horn player. and they were trying to find someone that could play the French horn, and I could, because in primary school they had brass lessons available in my primary school, which was really weird and random, but fortunate. So I originally started on trombone, but in primary school, my arms were too short, so I had to give that up. I was struggling too much, okay? My tiny little kid arms were just not reaching. So then they wanted to swap me to the euphonium for a bit, but then some spots became available for the cornet / trumpet. So I learned that for quite a few years, and then I went from there to the French horn. And the main thing was with the French horn is it was, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be listed in the Guinness World Record book as the most difficult musical instrument to play. And I like a challenge, so I was like, yo, I need to play this. I want to see what the fuss is about. And also because the reason they were struggling to find a French horn player is to like test whether you could play it. It's the mouthpiece, so the part that you actually buzz into. The French horn has the smallest mouthpiece relative to the other instruments. So a lot of people couldn't use it. Yeah. It is the smallest mouthpiece, so you need to be able to really, really tighten your lips. And then what makes it difficult, and the reason why I think the French horn is in the Guinness World Records as the most difficult instrument, is because it plays in both treble and bass clef. And luckily, I'd played both a bass brass instrument and one that it was in, both. I've played in both. So, yeah. Breathing was my main issue. My French horn teacher always used to be like, Elia, why do you breathe so much? And I'd be like, Miss, I like breathing. And she'd be like, well, you need to stop that. And I'd be like, oh, how dare you? How dare you? That was like my biggest fault when it came to French horn, was I used to take a lot of breaths, like too many. So yeah, and music was always like a subject I really struggled with. And you know me, I get very spiteful when it comes to things that are difficult that I can't do. I feel like that is like, it's challenging me. So I want to get good at it. Even if it's not the thing that I'm naturally talented at, I want to take the more difficult road. So that's one of the reasons why I chose to pursue music further as well, because, you know, I don't know, it's just, I wanted to be, I just didn't like the idea of being bad at it. You know, I'm still bad at it, but, you know, just taking, yeah, gotta round out those stats, guys. And honestly, a big influence was, I can't even remember, it was like one of, like, it was like advice we were given in school that was like, don't pick the subject you're good at. It's okay to pick the subjects that you're not good at. Pick what you enjoy. Or what, you know, you want to do. And that was a bit like hearing that had a big influence on me, which is why I ended up choosing, which is why everyone was bamboozled why the weird nerdy studious girl chose drama and music. But I was like, I need to overcome my social anxieties, so slap me on a stage and throw me in the deep end and I'll be fine. And then we'll get over it. Surely we just need some like exposure therapy here. That'll fix me. You know? So instead of picking things that I was good at. And then I sort of forgot that advice through to uni, where I started then going back to just subjects I'm good at, which were like science and unfortunately maths. And then I remembered it. And thus here I am, back to doing what I enjoy as opposed to technically what I'm good at, because it's better to, you know, really to live a more fulfilling life, you know? Yeah. So it was, and also one of the reasons I was able to take the ABRSM exams was because my nan was very nice in that she would take me and drive me there. Oh, and the other reason why it was one of the few, like, if only, like, one of the very, 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 very few things I was allowed to do is actually because my dad used to play a brass instrument. So my dad can play the trumpet, and so permitted me and was actually like happy for me to learn brass. Ironically, my nan, who was the one that took me to the exams, she did it, but she didn't like that I played the French horn. She always told me, she'd always be like, don't understand why you play that instrument. It's a very manly instrument. I don't see why you don't play something like the flute or the violin or something more elegant. And I'd be like, Nan, please. I like my French horn. I think it's a majestic and beautiful instrument, you know? I mean, she said she'd only ever, she's just, I mean, she's very old. You gotta bear in mind, my nan, like, was there for World War II, okay? Like, she old. She's very old. She's very, very, very old. So yeah, she was used to seeing only like men playing French horns apparently when she was like little. But she was still accepting because she still took me to those exams, you know? Skittles! Arigato! Happy 25 months into one. Thank you. The best thing to watch this season, the wonderful, the beautiful Alex. Hold up. Thank you for being here for us, you gorgeous goose. Yeah, ちょっと待って. Thank you. Nan, the flute isn't brass. Yeah, and my music teachers were always very firm on the thought of, if you play brass, you should not play woodwind. And if you play woodwind, you should not play brass. It will mess with you because they have such different like mouth shapes required. It's better to just specialize in one and not mess it up by trying to play the other. Which is funny because I still wanted to try and play the clarinet a little bit. But I did not enjoy the clarinet. Yeah, probably because there was just a lot of finger movements, and I realized I'm not very good at that. Like, the French one only has the 3 valves and then the 4th one if I want to, you know, swap it, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I did have my own, I had a French horn that they lent me. Because, you know, my parents would not buy me a French horn. But that was a pain. That was a pain to carry around. It's such an awkward shape. Like, it was such a painfully awkward shape to carry around. I hated carrying that thing around. I used to wish I could leave it at school. But then they know I wouldn't practice at home because I remember having lessons with my French horn teacher. And she'd be like, oh, did you practice over the last week? And I'd be like, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. And she's like, well, you didn't because your French horn is still here. And I'm like, good point. Makes it hard to practice if I don't have the instrument. Right, indeed. Dang, caught. Arigato. I'm learning so much. Yeah. Yo, you want to see if you're able to play the flute? All you need is a bottle, okay? And if you're able to make a sound come out of the bottle by blowing on the top, that's the same principle as getting the noise out of the flute, which it took me ages to learn, so I'm not naturally good at the flute at all, but it's like when you do this sound, shakiest taking sound ever. Yeah, that's how you get the sound out of the flute. So if you want to see if you'd be any good at the flute, you just need a bottle. Very easy. And then if you want to see if you'd be any good at if you want to see if you'd be any good at brass instruments require buzzing of the lips. So you can make like a sort of like cylinder shape with your hand, and then you should be able to do this. Like you just buzz into it, like, and then you can like try and do different notes based on like how much you tighten it. So you could be like, I'm so out of shape though. My poor lip muscles are so off. But yeah, that's how you'd be able to tell if you could do good brass instruments. And then you can adjust the size of the cylinder that you make based on like the smaller the instrument, you know, the smaller the cylinder, that'd be more like a French horn. But yeah, play Flight of the Bumblebee. I don't think I, wait, what's the best I could do? I can't go that high anymore. I was so sad. Oh, my, yeah. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I don't know if I could get away with playing a French horn in this apartment. Yeah. I don't want to get a noise complaint. But I am rusty. No, you can tell. So the way it works is because you're using your lip muscles to do this. If anyone that's a brass instrument player can attest to this, it is a muscle that you have to keep sort of like any other muscle, like, you know, with like any other thing that you do, like running or lifting, you have to maintain it. And if you don't maintain it, you sort of lose that progress. So yeah, my lip muscles are very weak now compared to it. So you can't like practice for a long time if your lip muscles, like, you know, it's like you can't run for a really long time if you're out of practice. So I can feel my lips like tingling a little bit from the fact that like I can't remember the last time I buzzed. But yeah, like I would say my lip muscles used to be a lot, they're so like bleh now. Can I roll an R? Like roll? Something like that, question mark. I do miss the French horn though. The French horn is a very unique instrument. The other part of like the sort of learning experience like that comes with it isn't just like being able to play it, but it's also to get the right timbre for it. Because when you listen to French horn players, you're actually able to really easily distinguish between a very seasoned French horn player and a, you know, beginner, okay? Because the sort of experts, the like, you know, seasoned French horn players will be able to create this sort of very like, almost like a very sweet timbre to the sound, while the sort of beginner French horn player will have a bit more, it'll be less like, not mellow, but like more like rusty-ish. Like it's more shaky, it's not as majestic sounding, it's like, yeah. And then the biggest giveaway for brass players is never puff your cheeks, okay? If you're buzzing, if you're making this noise, your cheeks do not puff out. It's like the biggest beginner mistake that you see is people seem to have this like instinct to want to like blow up their cheeks and go, you don't do that. Your cheeks stay, yeah. And then, yeah, I went on a little ramble. But French horn is such a beautiful instrument. Ugh, I hope I could play it for you one day, guys. Yeah. Anime though. Anime. Ah, Hanakimi. This one is questionable. So this is a really, really old school shojo romance Okay? The manga for this came out before Oran High School Host Club. Okay, so this is really hecking old. And for some reason, it's just gone anime. But this girl is crazy. She's crazy, okay? No normal human being would do what she just did, okay? Okay, so Mizuki Ashia is on a mission. She disguises herself as a boy, enrolls in a male boarding school to meet her idol high jump star Izumi Sano. She moves to Japan, okay? She lies to her family to go enroll in a boys' school in Japan, and she's terrible. Like, even disguising herself as a guy, she hecking gets called out so hecking fast. This is true level stalking behavior. Like, she just sees this guy on TV and is like, I need to go to him. And I'm like, does no one else think that's weird? Like, anybody? Like, nobody's calling her out for her weird behavior. I was like, she's hecking weird. This is not acceptable behavior in today's society, okay? Like, yeah. Like, it's just, don't do that. Like, this is next level. What level of crazy do you have to be to move to an entire different country to then disguise yourself as a boy to enter a male, not even just a male school, a male boarding school, okay? Like, she has to live in an all-boys school? Girl, where are your surviving instincts at all? Like, her level of delulu is almost impressive. Like, and she's always creeping on the main guy. He's like trying to sleep and she's like, I'm just gonna have a nice close-up look at him. And I'm like, girl. The heck? Like, this is, I get it's shoujo anime, so let's put on our shoujo anime glasses for this, guys, because do not watch this through a normal lens, okay? Yeah, she's the best character in this show is the doctor, okay? That, like, and it's because the doctor is just a sassy gay guy. Like, yeah. But gosh darn it, she's just, she's so stupid. She's insane. She's insane. But it's making wild. So yeah, now Mizuki must dodge suspicion, protect her cover, and somehow reach the boy she came all the way for, all while surviving the chaos of an old boy's storm. Oh wait, no, this character's funny. The blonde hair guy, because the blonde hair guy is having straight up gay panic because he hasn't figured out that she's a girl. So he's having a full-on crisis like, am I gay? Am I gay? Why am I so attracted to this person? Oh my gosh! Why do I like this guy? Why does he make my heart flutter? Like, this poor guy's going through it, and is just like, it's really sweet though, because like, even though he's having like his gay panic, he's like, oh, I like her. I like him. Her. Whatever. Like, he just accepts it. He's like, I just feel the attraction. But, bless this guy. Bless this poor guy going through his little gay panic phase. Like, yeah. Oh, but yeah, no, she's insane. Yeah. Yeah, it's giving like, you know, like in Mulan. Yeah. No, this is the athlete. This guy here. Mr. Stoic Personality over here that is completely, understandably confused how a girl from another country traveled all the way to Japan to sneak into a boarding school to see him. Like, I'm surprised he's not more weirded out. Yeah, but yeah. Getting silly. So silly. So silly. Like... Yeah. So the thing is, yeah, the difference between this, like, so when this was coming out, a lot of people were comparing it to Ouran High School Host Club. But what I like about Ouran High School Host Club is it's not the same. She's not the same. She like the main character in Ouran High School Host Club is literally just going to a fancy school. She's not chasing a guy. Her motivation is to work hard, you know? Like, she's just straight up being herself, and she's like she literally says it in like the first episode where she's like, it doesn't matter if I'm perceived as a girl or a guy, like, you know, she's just here to do her thing, work hard, you know, she's on a scholarship to the fancy school. Like, it's much more respectable. This is just crazy. Her entire motivation is following this guy. I'm like, how is your entire life revolving around this dude that you don't know? I can't heckin' cope. I can't. Okay, please, girl, stop. Oh my goodness, like, yeah. Like, I find them personally very, very, very different. I don't know why people... I get why people were comparing them, but I feel like it's not really... Like, the comparison... The only comparison is girl dressed as guy at school. That is literally it, and not even on, like, you know, the same level, because she's in an all-guys boarding school, and in Ouran High School Host Club, it's still, like, a co-ed school. Like, you know? That's it. Other than that, they're very, very, very different protagonists. And what I liked about Ouran High School Host Club was, you know, the sort of strong, independent vibe that she had. It's not very strong and independent to go chase a guy like a heckin' creepy stalker girl. No. But yeah. Let's see, and then I'll see if there's anything else. Not that I can see, but yeah, I think we've gone through most. I still need to catch up on Beastars. You know what's funny? I keep seeing this. People being like, yo, where'd the bunny go? Why'd it get so dark so hecking fast? Like, is this one of those where it just gets darker as you progress through the seasons? Because, like, this poster is very different from the season 1 poster. You know? Bunny's gone. Now it's just, like, angry, edgy punks. Yeah. But, I don't know. I still need to catch up on the other season. Yeah. Mofusando! Yeah. I think that covers this. Yeah, that covers this season. I think there's a lot this season. Like, a lot. So, we're pretty well fed, I think. Yeah. Usually I try and do this at the beginning of this season, but it was quite nice to talk about it sort of mid-season, you know? Like, it's quite nice because then, you know, I've seen quite a few episodes of what has been out. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed chatting about, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed chatting about anime. It's really nice that I can get excited and talk about anime with someone. You know me, I love my anime. I love it. So yeah. We do try and do one of these every season. So, you know, be at the ready for when we discuss spring. Yeah! Pave the dreamer! Arigato, arigato! Thanks again for the list, Ali. As a relative normie, I've been getting more into anime recently, so as always, this helps a ton to wrap my head around what's going on and what to binge next. I've now ordered in one grand line and will go at it in one piece. Eh? Wait. Hold up. Do it at a reasonable pace, please. Yeah, also, disclaimer, you know, my opinions are not, you know, the opinions. I can have incorrect opinions, I can have incorrect perspectives on things, you know. My opinions are very, very, very subjective, so, you know, if you I sat there watching and you have a different perspective, a different opinion, it's completely fine. Okay, I don't take any offense to that. I fully respect, like, if there's something that I like that you don't like, or something that I don't like that you do like, it's okay. Okay, because we perceive things based on who we are, what we've been through, and it definitely, I do try and sort of express how my own experiences and, like, you know, influence my opinion. And I hope I do a decent job at explaining why, like, oh, this one I like because it's more personal to me. Doesn't mean that it'll be liked by others. You like garbage? Okay, raccoon punk. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, don't take my word as infallible. You know, my taste may not even be good, to be honest. You know, my taste is just my taste. Whether it's good or bad is, again, dependent. But I'm aware when my taste is not good. I'll be like, yo, give me my isekai trash, please. Delicious. Villainess, heckin' typical trope. Hand that over. Let me read that manhwa. Like, I'm aware. Okay, sometimes I'm just a sucker. But yeah, we just gotta embrace our guilty pleasures, okay? If you like it, you like it. There's no shame unless, like, you know, it hurts somebody. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, it's like, yeah, you guys can like harems and stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of heavy ecchi or harems. You know, I'll still watch some of them, but I know it's not to my own taste. And that's fine, you know? And I really want to, like, really ingrain this into you guys, because I feel like some of you watching might be just like me, where if you're raised in a way where you spend all your time trying to fit in, you almost feel like you're not allowed to have your own opinion. And then you get scared to have an opinion because you get scared that people will get upset or get mad at you or shun you or shame you. And I know what that's like, because that's how I felt most of my life. And I want to be able to have these discussions with you guys and help you guys open up to, you know, validate the opinions that you want to have. And if you're not sure what your opinion is, that's fine. We can help grow your opinions, and you can start to learn to form those, because, you know, sometimes we weren't treated right and we weren't allowed things that we should have been allowed, you know? Like, yeah. Scared that different what the majority is saying. Yeah, it's like whenever anyone asks me something in school of my opinion of something, my thought wasn't to actually give my opinion. My thought was to give something where they wouldn't make fun of me, you know? Because I felt like whatever, if I gave my opinion, they would, yeah, like, have more ammo to be mean to me. So, you know? Or like, if you grew up in a household where your opinion wasn't, you know, valid or taken seriously, you know? Like, I know my parents would always be like, that my opinion doesn't matter, you know? And I felt like my opinion never had much, like, hold throughout my life. But I want you guys to know that your opinion is valid here, and your opinion is appreciated. you know, ow. Yeah, and I want you guys to feel that you can be heard, okay? And you can have your opinion, and you know, if you love anime like I do, it's nice to chill here and chat with you guys. It's nice. I like it. Yeah. And I hope that you guys can feel heard and feel appreciated. Arigato. My opinion is that Ellie is lovely, adorable, cute, charming, smart, funny, interesting, wholesome, determined, hardworking, and just a plain wonderful person. There's a wrong opinion. Scrap everything I said. That opinion's wrong. F it all. Flips table. Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm messing. Or am I? That's the only exception. Yeah. I don't know, I felt like it took me such a long time in life to really start like actually accepting and figuring out what I liked. Because I felt like I spent most of my life just trying to, you know, I just never felt like I was worthy of my own opinion. But it makes me happy that I can share my opinions with you guys. And I appreciate you guys, you know, being responsive when it comes to my opinions and being here with me, and yeah. So we'll keep going on our little anime journey. This is our monthly meeting, you know? Yeah. No, yeah, the feeling of not belonging anywhere is so real, and that's one of the things I want to target with, like, you know, my streams, is to give people somewhere they can feel like they belong, you know? Or just a comfort where you just don't feel as alone. Because the world is a lonely place. Anonymity lets us express opinions more honestly. Otherwise, there's nothing to do but fit in. See, that's the thing. I feel like people need to have the courage to be able to hold their opinions with who they are, you know? Because if they feel so strongly about an opinion, but they feel ashamed to say it, then they still have growing to do. And that I want to help you guys build the confidence to, like, you know, hold your opinion. And if someone dislikes you for it or hates you for it, we can realize that it's on them, okay? Because you're allowed to like what you like, you know? Like, if someone hates on you for your music taste or what films you like, you know? That's on them. You're allowed to like what you want, okay? You know, it's taking wild that, you know, they want, if someone wants other people to just, you know, have the same opinion, that would be boring, you know? Yeah. As you get older and your opinion changes, yeah, opinions can change. One day I might get sick of isekai trash, who knows? Yeah. If you get smacked down hard enough for holding an opinion, there's a chance you never want to speak up again. That is so real. Yeah, that's how I sort of felt, like, for most of my life, I would say, you know? But you are your own person, and I feel like it also, allowing yourself to have an opinion is one of the steps towards allowing yourself to be happy. Like, you know, it's sort of on that journey of learning to value yourself and learning to be okay with existing. Which I'm still working on. But, you know, like, yeah. We got this. And therefore, anime is good for me. Yay! Yeah, that's today's lesson, guys. Ha ha ha. Anime is good for me. No matter what you are, I'm gonna watch more anime. I'm gonna finish up and watch some more anime. I actually am. Heck yeah! Time to watch more anime. Let's heckin' go. I will be back tomorrow. Probably in about like 13-ish hours. we're going to be playing some GTA RP, Live Long Will Return. And if not, we also have a member stream for those on YouTube in the evening, which should be fun. And yeah. Thank you for chilling with me. It's so nice to just... I love these. I love, like, one of my favorite kinds of Zatsus is this one. Yay. Lem! Arigato. I'm confident that Ellie is cute. It's a fact, not just my opinion. No. I wish I was cute. I wish. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here because this is like one of my favorite kinds of Zatsus to do, to discuss anime and just share my passion with you guys. So thank you for being here. You guys are really cool. Yeah. So for now, it is not a bye-bye, okay? Because bye-byes suck. So I would like to selfishly request that it be a see you later, if that's okay. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you are. Okay? And giving you all of the honks, all of the boop, and the mwah. 大好きだよ。大好き。うわ。